Yeah, we really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Stepping for the title and facial rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic Black Man. He's the maker. He's the owner. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe. And there's only one God.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing coming to you live and direct, man. Getting ready for Cleveland's own Jake Paul. He takes on Mike Perry, man. You know, Mr. Violence himself. So I'm excited, man. You know, I love Jake Paul. Jake Paul's from Cleveland. I'm always rooting for him. Abdullah Mason, you know, the Cleveland guys, man. You know, I got love for Jared Anderson, Tiger Johnson. List goes on and on. We got so many great young fighters out of Ohio. So we doing it big as we always do. But, you know, I think for the most part, we're going to see Jake Paul handle business. I'm not too familiar with Mike Perry. I don't think I've really seen him fight. So, in a way, I'm kind of like, I don't know what to expect, but I think it's going to be a nice fight. I'm excited either way it goes because I know Jake Paul puts on great shows. So, I'm excited about that in itself because one thing I've known about Jake Paul, man, Jake Paul really does a good job of putting on a great show. So, you know, it's a lot we could talk about. I definitely want to speak about Lomachenko, man, turning down a Tank fight. I mean, it kind of sucks. You can't really blame Tank. I wish Tank would have took the opportunity a little bit earlier, but it is what it is. So, pretty much for me, I'll just say this, man. This is one of the biggest disappointments I've had in boxing in a very, very long time. I understand what Lomachenko's doing. You don't want to get beat to death by Tank. You don't want to if you don't have to. And to just see and to hear from his manager, Iga said, you know, he's not motivated. How do you not get motivated for Tank Davis? This is the big money. Abdul Wahid brings the money. So to say you're not motivated, to say you don't want to do it, is to me is laughable, because we all know when you fight Tank Davis, you about to go ahead and get paid. You about to get a payday, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be in a whole new tax bracket. Why you think Esau Cruz is begging for a rematch? We all know about that coward begging for a rematch. Um, all the fighters that fought him, they're looking to try to fight him again, just because they know, hey, if I fight this guy Tank, I'm gonna make a lot of money, and that's what it is. Salute the Melanie Queen in the chat. Our new host, she still ain't answering me yet, but our new host full time. Hopefully, we gonna figure that out. But it's a lot. It's a lot when it comes to these fighters, and I tell you this, man, it just sucks because now that you got Tank ready to take on the big fights, all of a sudden now we can't get it. And I just gotta say, man, all those people who get mad at Lomachenko, man, Lomachenko's old. I mean, Lomachenko already fought Tio 3 years ago. He fought Haney last year. I mean, if anybody could have got the fight, we know that Tank could have got the fight. And for whatever reason, he didn't capitalize on opportunity. And that happens, man. You're not gonna get everything. You're not gonna get everything, and that's cool. And I understand that. But for me, I just think it's just kind of like bonkers, like that he's not gonna take the fight, saying he's not motivated. That is the biggest cowardice thing I ever heard in my life. The fact that you would hear Lomachenko through his manager say he not motivated. How you not motivated to fight the best? I mean, Lomachenko was in the back crying like a newborn, telling us how much he wanted to be undisputed, how he felt like it was his opportunity, it was his destiny to be undisputed. You got an opportunity to go in there and get the WBA belt from Tank, and you don't want to do it. It's a joke. It's a joke. You get a chance to get a big payday. I don't think Lomachenko's been on pay-per-view yet. And he's 36, 37 years old. So I mean, it's just it's a clear duck. And it's that's just boxing, man. You get a short window to do things, and then when you don't do them, guess what? There might be a chance that you never get it. Say what you want. Lomachenko, he looked great in his last fight, but will he look the same after Tank beats him to death or beat him dead? I don't know. I don't know. We know that Tank like to punish people. We seen what he did to Frank Martin, tried to break Frank Martin's jaw, had Frank Martin jumping and looking scared, and we never seen Frank Martin flinching like that. Um, so it is what it is at this point. We just gotta accept what we getting, and I'm telling you, a lot of stuff that we getting is absolutely like horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible because I never in a million years would imagine that you would see a guy like Lomachenko turn down opportunity to fight Tank Davis, your biggest payday and opportunity to become unified again. It's just it's just corny, man. And so many of these fighters, man, they talk a good game. They talk a big game. When Tank was coming up, he begged for the fight. He didn't get it. I get it, but Tank is trying to come back around and get the fight. So I mean, why not give him the fight if the man is coming back to get it? So that fight isn't happening. No, the fight's not gonna happen. Um, Lomachenko said, Melanie Quinn, I believe that he's not motivated for the fight, which is just to me laughable. Though he said that through his business partner and manager. It's just it's just a joke, man. To see Lomachenko, he was back there backstage crying like a newborn. And say what you want about Tank. Tank said, you know what, hey, I'm gonna give you the shot. I'm gonna let you get some money with me. Come on. And what does Lomachenko do? Lomachenko turns into a coward and doesn't take the fight. And I'm telling you, just as a fan of the sport of boxing, we just got way too many people. That's crazy. Do you think he's scared? I don't think he's scared. I think that I mean, the reason only say I don't think he's scared because these fighters, man, they fight, quite a bit, and they've been in a lot of rough fights. I think he just don't want to get knocked out. And there's a good chance, Tank Davis knock him out in front. Ain't nobody want to get knocked out in front of their kids and be sleeping, snoring. I mean, Frank Martin laid down and just laid there like a rug when he got hit. And I'll be honest with you. When I look at that fight now, I don't blame Tank for it, but Frank was just in there to get some money because he had a good showing. But when it came down to him getting hit, he said more like scared of what Tank may do to him. That's exactly what it may be. It may be because Tank is in there embarrassing folks. And you know, I tell you a crazy story. I remember my dad was telling me the story. He was at a bar and he had bought a dude a birthday cake. And I guess the guy thought he was talking to like his girl or some girl he liked and told my dad, "Why you always acting like a punk?" And he hit my dad, and my dad went off the bar stool. And dude felt so tough. But when my dad got up, my dad, from what I heard from my dad and my uncle Matt, he went to work and embarrassed dude. And everybody want to talk a good game, but when it's time to go in there and fight and get paid, again, we got another fighter like not fighting Tank, and it's just I don't know, man. This is the first time I've ever seen a itty bitty guy like this got grown men just worried about what he gonna do to him. I mean, I seen Frank Martin. I'll never see Frank Martin in the same light again because the way he was flinching and every time Tank did a feint, anything, he jumping out his socks, and it's like, what? I thought you was this big bad mofo, and you in here jumping out your socks like this. I mean, it is what it is. I'll just say this: I'm very disappointed in what we getting with Lomachenko, and I tell you this, people probably might not like this opinion, but I wish Tank would have fought him earlier. I wish Tank would have just said, you know what, Floyd, shut up, let me get this fight. Because we're not gonna ever get the fight now. Let's just be totally honest. So we're never gonna get the fight now. There's no way, as my man Thomas Hill would say, that Lomachenko's gonna volunteer to get the she dip beat out of him. He's not gonna volunteer for that. He's not. And again, Tank's only getting better. I think Tank is actually entering his physical prime. Because I'll say the way he looked against Frank Martin, he looked unstoppable a little bit. Suits my man Tampa Tommy, man. He looked unstoppable. His actually, yeah, this last fight he looked unstoppable, and it looked like he's only getting better. He said, "I wouldn't want to put sleep and embarrass." Yeah, that's true. But at the end of the day, you there to get some money. So, hey, man, you win, you win, you lose, you lose. That's boxing in a nutshell. Um, the thing that gets me the most is that these guys are acting like they all afraid of Tank. And say what you will, that sounds like you afraid to not want to fight, to say you ain't motivated. Like that is the biggest crock of crap I ever heard in my life. How can you not be motivated to fight Abdul Wahid? That makes no sense when you could possibly beat him. But like I said, we're in a whole new world of boxing where these guys, man, honestly, I've seen it all. They don't want to fight. They not motivated. Come on, come on. That sounds like a joke. You're not motivated for this fight, but that's kind of what we are in boxing these days. Where these guys will just say anything. I mean, they just will. And for me, I guess I'm kind of just a fan, kind of tired of it because I want to see if Tank is that dude. I want to see if Tank can do what they say he can do. Um, I just want to see if he can do it. I just want to see if he can be who they say he is. And some tells me that they just didn't get what they thought. I commend any fighter because I know I'm not getting in the ring to be hit. Yeah, but when you've been doing that your whole life, how much can I really commend you? Because this is something that changed your life. You don't get into boxing for any other reason, or any combat sports for any other reason but to get a better life. And I'm sure Lomachenko have just got that and more from being in boxing. But like I said, we're gonna see what happens, man. And I'm just very, very disappointed that we not gonna get this fight. Um, yeah, you know what it is. I won't even say Tank is built different. I think Tank is actually a kid from the bottom of society who's actually made it. We haven't seen this in a very, very long time. Maybe since LeBron James have we seen a kid who really had all the odds against him mess around and become the guy. Could say what you want. Muhammad Ali came from a middle class family. Michael Jordan came from a middle class family. We haven't really seen a guy come from nothing and be as big as Tank in a long, long time. So that being said, I just really I'm just really just disgusted by the whole thing with Tank. I mean, not Tank, sorry, with Lomachenko. And it's like I'm sure he gonna have fans defending him, saying, "Oh, he don't have to fight him. He can fight who he want," and it's all types of stuff, man. It's just sad because the fights that we should get, we don't get. I mean, But we get Errol Spence Crawford when clearly Errol Spence ain't the same no more. So I'm just telling you, as a boxing fan, it's just getting harder and harder to support the sport. And then you got a fighter saying he can't get motivated. I don't think people understand. Like that's a crazy statement to make that he's not motivated to fight right now. Like we're talking about Tank Davis here. We're talking about big time money here. Like how are you not motivated to get this fight in? And I just say this: I done heard it all now. I done heard it all now. I ain't motivated for the fight, so we gonna see what happens. And I'll put it like this: no matter what happens, I still gotta say Tank Davis should not have these guys this nervous about fighting, and it just shouldn't be that way. I don't know why it's that way, but it really shouldn't be that way because what's the worst he can do? What's the worst thing he can do? I don't know. But like I said, for people to think that, Lomachenko is this and that, she said, I don't want to see Errol do anything but spend time with his fam. Yeah, that's true. But one thing I'll tell you is this: he got bills. Um, at the end of the day, a lot of these people realize that when you making that kind of money, you could become a slave to payments as well too. Because you think you're doing something because you're not spending all your money, but hey, you can become a slave to payments as well. So I think Salute to my man won. I think that Errol Spence got a certain lifestyle that he likes, that he's used to, wants to keep. And I'll be totally honest, he might have to fight um to keep that lifestyle. That's just the truth. I mean, nobody wants to hear that, but the brother might have to keep fighting to keep it. So we'll only time will tell. He said if he gets injured worse or those bills won't matter. That's true, but I say this: listen to Errol Spence talk. Errol Spence is speaking with slow speech already. Um, Errol Spence's speech is not the same. Errol Spence really, I'm not gonna say he's talking like a punch drunk fighter, but that's not the Errol Spence I remember, who was a pretty well spoken guy. That's not him anymore, so we'll see. But Errol Spence is this, like I said, he got bills. And I think that he's made up in his mind that them bills are more important than his health because he should never touch a ring. I mean, when I seen him in that training video, he looked wobbly. He looked out of it. Um, and like I said, he's speaking with slow speech. If you guys hear Earl Spence, his speech is really slowed down quite a bit. And no matter how you slice it, it's just what it is. She said exactly. It's not the same. That's scary to me. It's scary, but you know what? Sometimes we got to remember in combat sports that comes with the glory. Muhammad Ali fought with Parkinson's disease. Joe Louis pretty much died broke and gave his country everything. Um, the best way I can put it is this: these guys put it all on the line for an opportunity to change their life forever. And I guarantee you, most of them, I can't say all because I don't know, but most would say, hey, you know what? It was a good trade off. And look at James Toney. Look at Tommy Hitman Hearns. A bunch of these guys who were good talkers, spoke really well. Look at them now. Look at them now. They can barely talk, don't look the same. Um, it's just crazy. It's just crazy when you see this because I was hoping that Errol Spence was one of those guys that could leave. Now I ain't gonna say on top, but leave with a nice amount of money. That's why I'm really pushing for Deontay Wilder to retire because, like you said, them bills won't matter if you ain't the same. And It just looked like a lot of these guys, I have to just be honest here, they're not the same. They're not the same person after that, those big fights. And Errol Spence is already speaking with slow speech. I don't know what more he's got to have happen to him to understand that he's finished. It's over. I mean, maybe he want to get out. Maybe he want to lose his life or something. I don't know. He said definitely um, affected by the sport mentally and physically. It's gonna take a pound of flesh out of you to be a boxer, to do any of that stuff. It's gonna take a pound of flesh out of you. So I'm not shocked in any way. Um, I know for a fact that Errol Spence say he don't want to fight, but what else is he really gonna do? Probably. I don't know if he has great investments, as my man Floyd would say. I don't, but I do know the man is not speaking the same. I do know he doesn't look the same, and if he don't figure something out, truth be told, he might end up getting hurt very, very badly in the ring. And like I said, it's just sad. It's just sad. Um, it's sad. So I don't know what's gonna happen, especially when it comes to Errol Spence, because I thought he should retire. I thought he should have announced his retirement when he fought Danny Garcia because he didn't look the same there. But he got caught up in the whole eye collector thing, and he's this and he's a bad mofo. Not a man speaking like Tommy Hearns. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Had to get my baby girl something to eat. Hey, you gotta take care of them kids, man. I know you heard Obama. But like I was saying, it's a lot going on. And to be honest with you, when you think about Errol Spence, it's very sad to see this guy at 33, 34 years old speaking with slurred speech. And hey, but he got all the chains and clothes that he probably always wanted. And unfortunately, you know, what's that old saying my Aunt Sarah used to say? You got to pay the piper. Sometimes you got to pay the piper. And it took a pound of flesh out of him to do it. And that's what we dealing with now. And I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you. Um, these boxers, man, they really put a lot on the line for an opportunity. Football players, all of these guys put a lot on the line for an opportunity to be great. But in another note, I'm sure everybody heard uh Keyshawn Davis and the Puerto Rican Sugar Shakur talking about King Tio and how Tio is scared of Keyshawn. Keyshawn ain't did nothing. Shut up, punk, and fight Andy Cruz. How about you do that? How about you beat the dude that beat you like 4 or 5 times? How about that? How about you leave Tio alone? Tio got other stuff to do like Unified 140. And then you got Shakur begging a coward for a fight who he know can't fight for a year. If I'm the Puerto Rican, first thing I'm gonna do is get on the horn. I'm gonna call Tank and say, "Hey, Tank, what's up with that fight?" Because at the end of the day, it's his time. The Puerto Rican got an opportunity. Sugar Shakur got an opportunity to make big, big bucks and to do his thing big time. And I really hope he get an opportunity to do it because Shakur got another level that we haven't seen. And all we gotta do is get that fighter like a Miguel Cotto to make him fight and make it cut the ring off so that he gotta stand there and fight. And I think he's up for the test. I think Tank Davis can make him fight. I think Tank Davis can cut the ring off enough to make it to where he gotta fight. Because if you remember, Frank Martin was doing a good job standing in the middle of the ring until he wasn't. So I'm just hoping that when we get this fight, that Tank will make him fight and make him throw them hands because he can do it. He can do it. I mean, At the end of the day, I think I've learned a lot from looking at Shakur over the last couple weeks. And it's to me, I think the overwhelming thing with Shakur is that he don't like to lose. You seen him crying like a newborn when he was in the thing. I hate to lose. Ah, I hate to lose. Like, hey man. So that's what it is. He don't want to lose, and he don't necessarily want to take an unnecessary chance. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. The thing is this, like my man said it best, like my man Roy Jones said it best. He's jumping out of the way too far where he can't even counter. He said Shakur don't need a year to prepare for a fighter, or better yet, wait for Ryan. He don't. But the thing about that coward, is that he's gonna help you make some money. He's got a huge name, and now that he's a full blown racist, I'm sure there's gonna be another element of fans that come out because the man is a racist and he's proud of being a racist. And I'll tell you something funny. It's kind of crazy how, as a fan, that you can't just like people without them saying something crazy about your culture. The fact that he would say the stuff he said about George Floyd, I mean, okay, whatever. What did George do to you? You don't even know it. What are you talking about? So you're laughing at his untimely demise? For what? What did that prove? And he talks like he's a maniac, talking about, well, we everybody know, man, shut up. And that's the thing I hate about like these new generation cats, where it's like they say something stupid, somebody try to hold them accountable for it. Oh, but I already apologized. Man, shut up. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You can't say what you want and say you're sorry. It don't work like that. It never did. So I just, at the end of the day, I hope that more black fighters say, you know what, F Ryan, don't fight him. But of course, a dude like a Shakur, who has no respect for black people, would definitely fight him. Like I said, if you watch Shakur talk to any other race, he's not saying, "Nigga, I'ma f you up" or none of that. But he talking to blacks. Oh, I'ma hurt you. I'm getting straps. I'm knocking you out. That's like, come on, dude. You think you bulletproof? And that's the thing that gets me. I guess that boy Shakur is bulletproof. I didn't know he was, but I guess he is, man. And you know what's so funny? You know a dude is a goofball when he bases his whole identity off how much money he has, or what he can do. Because at the end of the day, it's mano y mano. And if we in the doghouse, I'm gonna break your jaw. I'm gonna break your jaw. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? So dudes talk a good game, but when it's time to get gorilla versus gorilla, we'll see who the real gorillas are, man. And that little boxing stuff ain't gonna do nothing for you. So she said, Melanie Queen said, there's a bunch of yes men around Ryan. That's why he gets away with this foolishness. Yeah. And there's a lot of racists around him. And you know what's so crazy? It blows my mind how many black people are for sale. And when I say for sale, I mean you pay a few of their bills, put a few dollars in their pocket. You can call them nigga, you can call them whatever you want, whatever you want. And you know what? One thing I learned, and salute to my grandmother. Hey, you can't buy me, dog. You can't buy me. I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. And it's a shame so many people let the kid with a few dollars, man, do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants. It's a joke to me. It's an absolute joke to me. And it's just been too much of that going on in boxing, where you got these guys really just out here talking crazy, saying whatever about blacks. And it's like, dude, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. This is BBO being fully transparent. What did we do to these people for them to hate us this much? Well, we don't want your land. We don't want none of it. We want what's ours, man. This is our country too, punk. We're not here to go back and forth with you. I don't even know you exist. So it's just, I don't know. Forgive me. It gets on my nerves. These new age cats, man. You can't even expect them to be, real men. It's just sad, man. Um, it's just sad because that's that's just what you get, man, these days, man. Nobody wants to be a leader. Nobody wants to do what they're supposed to do. So it's just where we at as a society as a whole is that you gonna get a lot of people. Whoever got a few dollars, all of a sudden, no, I'm riding for him because he got a few dollars. Like, come on, yo, he got a few dollars. That mean he can disrespect us. That mean he can call us monkeys and all this stupid stuff. Like, come on, man, this stuff is just unreal at this point. It's been so much. I put it like this. It's been so much foolishness that I've been seeing, especially in sports. It's almost unreal. It's almost unreal. And I'm not one of them dudes. I'm not your boy, Dr. Umar, Prince of Pan Africanism. I'm not my man, Dr. Umar. I'm not him. But man, come on, man. Show us blacks some respect, man. Show us some respect, man. Show us some respect. You know what I mean? We don't care about what you think. Shut your mouth. If you can't say something nice, shut up. You know what I mean? But for that coward to bring up George Floyd, and it's just like, come on, man. Hey, my only thing is this. I really hope, I really look forward to seeing the funeral for your mama, man. How's that? How's that? For the dude that want to talk crazy about blacks, hey, I look forward to seeing your mother's funeral on TV. I look forward to it. I do. I do. I look forward to seeing Ryan's mother's funeral. Because I'm tired of this. I'm just tired of disrespect, man. Stop disrespecting black people, man. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. We don't need you, man. Shut up. Leave us alone. So, it's your boy BVO, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I look forward to seeing Ryan's mother's funeral. I look forward to it. Because he's probably lying. We already know he beats up women and does all this crazy stuff. So it's like, come on, dude, what won't you do? What won't you do? And hey, I don't care. Just because he got a few dollars, that means nothing to me. You're not gonna talk about me and my culture and the people that I'm from and think I'm okay with you and gonna support you, man. Nah, kick rocks, dog. So, but that is what it is. Let me get off Ryan because we already know how BBO feel about Ryan. Ryan's a clown. I dropped the link. Ryan's a clown. Let me get this fight on because I don't think they even coming out till like 10 o'clock. Let me see. Yeah, and this is a real doo-doo card. This whole card is poop. Yeah, this whole card is poop. Yeah, this card is poop. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm only doing a card because Jake Paul's from Cleveland, but yo, this is a doo-doo card. This is a horrible card. I mean, it's not even nobody I remotely want to see. Crush, what's up? What's your dog? I don't know if my man Crush can hear me.
What up, BVO? What's going on, my man?
Oh, nothing, man. Pastor Jeremiah, what's going on? Greetings, my brother. Lord Jesus Christ bless you. A beautiful day. Oh, blessings to you as well, man. Um, I was just talking about that coward Ryan, man, and I just said, you know what? Hey, I'm probably wrong for saying this. I know I'm wrong for saying this, but I look forward to seeing his mother's funeral, man. Because I'm tired of people disrespecting blacks, man, thinking it's cool, man. F y'all. You know what I mean?
What did he say this time, BVO? I haven't really been keeping up on much of
No, he,
Ryan.
he didn't say anything new. He didn't say anything new, but it's just like when Keyshawn was saying something about him, saying that crazy stuff, he's like almost being dismissive, like, oh, I said I was sorry already. Like, dude, screw you,
No,
man. I don't know
you
if he
know
really
he got every right to feel that way. Let him feel that way, man. The most important thing is this, man. You know, don't support him, and then whenever he gets in the ring, root against him. That's all I can say, man. That's not going to change anything that he did. I'm not condoning it, but we just got to see him get his ass whipped, or we don't support his ass.
he said if they
That's
fight
how I
in
look at it.
BKFC, then Mike Perry got this. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Mike Perry is about to get knocked out. I seen Mike Perry fight in the bare knuckles, and this is really just another Jake Paul setup. It's about to be a smooth knockout.
Oh
What you
man.
think, Cuz? This is setup, man. This is fixed.
I
This is
mean, to be honest with you, brother, I don't even care about this daggone whatever if you want to call it a boxing match, a celebrity match, a YouTube match. I really don't care, man. So whatever the outcome is, it really don't matter to me. But I guess it gives us something to talk about besides, the
Yeah,
everyday stuff that we normally talk about, man. So yeah, it gives us something to vent on, man. So we need
yeah,
some other things to roast on. So why not be entertained? I mean, we've been entertained by enough bull crap already. I guess a little bit more won't hurt at this conjunction. You know what I mean?
for sure, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. At this conjunction, man. Why? I mean, could it get any worse? I mean, well, I guess it can get worse. I mean, look at the rumor, what's going on in the rumor mill now with, Loma don't want to fight or whatever. I haven't really taken any true, what can I say, faith or confidence in it, even though I heard a lot of people talking about it. But, I'm one of those guys, I really got to feel like it's actually, I didn't hear from any of the key guys. So, no, no slight to the content creators that been putting it out there, whatever. But I got to hear from them guys. That's all I'm saying. Then we
Yeah,
could
his
go
business
from there.
manager
But
said it, so that's why I kind of gave it some credence when I heard his business manager said. So I said, when was it Egis Velasquez says that, Egis is
hmm
pretty straightforward, man. He said, my
uh,
man, Pastor Jeremiah said, Mike Perry can take punishment. I don't see him giving up. He's not gonna give up. I mean, what they call him, the master of violence. I mean, but this is just like when back in the day, Cool Herc would have the biggest speakers out there and unplug everybody else's speakers and play his jam. It's a fixed fight, man. It's a fixed fight.
yeah, basically, there's a fixed fight, man.
It's not about this ain't no real fight. This is something in between him fighting Iron Mike Tyson. A stay busy fight. But I'll tell you this though, Jake Paul, I give a lot of credit for what he's done with Amanda Serrano. People don't realize that could have been Clarissa Shields, but Clarissa Shields didn't. She had too much ego to work with Jake Paul. But I seen Amanda
hmm
Serrano, who you probably wouldn't know any otherwise. I've been to her gym a number of times in New York City. It's actually in Brooklyn, East New
Okay.
York of all places.
Mm,
The stop right before you get to East New York. So she's
okay.
real close. But make a long story long, as Myron Reed would say, Clarissa Shields had a chance to be what Amanda Serrano is, and she decided to do her own thing. I can't say she made the
Right.
wrong decision because we seen it with the SBs, the championship divisions, and rapping, all that. She's doing her thing.
Right.
But I just tell you this, man. Jake Paul has done a good job of bringing a lot of light to boxing. He said it would been better if Jake versus KSI bare knuckle brawl. KSI, it's funny. KSI, I haven't watched any of his fights. I'm not a real big fan of the YouTuber fight, but I don't know. I'll tell you this: Jake Paul done a good job of getting those free bags from the zone because he got better production than some of the fighters I like to see. Let me ask you this question: have you ever seen Abdullah Mason had a kind of budget that they've been putting around Jake Paul? And I haven't seen him fight anything close to that. What about you?
No. Nope. Not myself.
He
But
said he said KSI and Paul brothers got a rivalry. Yeah, that's a fake rivalry because from what I remember, Logan Paul and KSI are business partners with Prime Drink. So
mm,
yeah, man, it's just something. It's just something to throw a little sand in your eyes while they throw the football down the field.
right.
But
Basically, man. Basically.
I wanted to ask you this, man. I couldn't wait to ask you this. What do you think about Errol Spence now with his slow speech? I don't know if you've been hearing him speaking. A lot of people have been raising eyebrows on how bad his speech has got.
Well, I haven't listened to him. I watched any videos of him lately.
Hmm.
But he's been a guy that talk kind of slow anyway. But if people say it's got worse, or maybe I have accuracy for myself, but I always thought in my own mindset that until I actually see him in the ring again, that his career could possibly be over. And this might be the mindset that a lot of people are at now. I can't say if they over exaggerating because I would have to watch a video myself, but it's something to worry about, with Errol Spence because he went through so much. And the sad reality is that he's so stubborn, to
Hmm.
what he wants that he kind of, hurt himself even more than the things that hurt him that he, went through that he had no control of. As far as the things he had control of, just having a blind ambition can send you on a crash course. You want something so bad that you get blinded by your own ambition
Yeah.
and you go in, you know, not fully prepared or whatever the case may be. It's not to make an excuse, it's just reality. So everyone has raised eyebrows um about it. Like you said, you heard it, you got your eyebrows raised on it. And my eyebrows been raised since everything that took place with Aerosmith, even leading up to that great defeat that he took to Terrence Crawford. So that's really like putting a nail in the coffin, I guess. And people are kind of scared to see what he's going to look like. And now they come to find out that the Fundora fight is pushed back until 2025, which we know inactivity really don't pan out good for a lot of guys, and especially him and the situations he's been in. So we don't know what's going to happen. Yo,
Yo, salute to my man, the Puerto Rican Prince G Free, and definitely salute to my man Prize. He said Abdullah Mason with TMT deserve a better fight, or is Jaleel Hackett with TMT? I don't think Jaleel Hackett is with TMT anymore. I actually talked to his father. We were supposed to have him on today. I think they got busy. I talked to Bernard earlier. We're gonna figure something out. We're gonna get Bernard on. I think he was trying to have Jaleel on the show as well. Um, but
That'll
Jaleel,
be
I
dope.
believe, is with the zone.
Yeah,
So
no, Jaleel Hatcher not with TMT anymore.
yeah, he with the zone.
yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, he's with the
What's
zone.
up, D3? What's up, Ross? What's going on,
Yo,
brother?
what up, Crush? Salute
Hold on,
free.
hold on,
BVO.
hold on, hold on 1 second, fellas. But
Who
y'all
But
is
go ahead. Hold on 1 second.
who is
we had a
who
we had a
Floyd?
question. I'll have you answer this question while you up here, Prize.
Yeah, go
A
ahead.
lot of fans have been raising eyebrows about Errol Spence's speech getting worse, and it's kind of shown to be a lot slower than it was before. What
I
do you think?
mean, I mean it. He's always kind of been a lazy talker and kind of laid back, like type of boy to me. Anyway, I mean, I don't think that it's not like what people's making it seem like. Oh, Earl can't talk and all that. None of these young boys can really talk for real, for real. Let's just start there. None of them speeches very well, don't speak very well. But Earl kind of always had that lazy, talk. Yeah, I want to do this, and and as he got more popular, then he started to open up to us more, and he started talking a little bit more. Same thing with Tank. Tank didn't do a lot of talking, but now that he's popular, he's starting to open up a little bit more. But I don't think that his speech is all like what people making it seem like he's brain dead. That's what people going a little too far. But he's always been kind of a laid back dude to me, kind of slow talking. Not I'm not saying like slow in a negative way. I'm saying like he don't talk fast in that sense. Like he's kind of always been like a laid back personality. Even in his interviews, if you listen, he's kind of laid back. You never really seen him turned up like that too much. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I mean, his speech has gotten worse. He said, if you can get B up on live, I'll definitely stay tuned. He said Crawford hit Spence hard, and plus the car accident really took years off Spence's career. I'll be honest with you. I think that car accident took years off his life. And I'll be honest with you. I don't want to see Errol Spence again in the ring. I hope Errol Spence retires because the last few times I've seen him just
BVO,
yeah. Can you hear me?
BVO, you cut out.
I said the last few times I've seen Earl talk, he I mean he just his speech is just not the same. And you would have to be Ray Charles not to see that. His
But look,
speech ain't the
he
same.
walked away scotch free though from that first bang out. That first bang out, he should have been dead. He only had some chipped teeth and some scrapes. I don't think nothing was
Yeah.
really wrong with the boy. I mean,
Yeah, but he still was drinking. He still was doing what he was still doing his 1-2. So we just gotta be honest, Prize. And I'm not saying this out of hate. I'm just saying I think Errol Spence is cooked, man. And
I don't. I can't. I'm not frying him. I'm not cooking him after one fight. He got beat the
no,
hell up. I mean,
not about the fight to get the fight. I'm talking about just the damage his body is taking.
well, I
Fighting,
mean,
car
we're
accident.
not doctors. We're not doctors. He doesn't have any injuries. I mean, why is the
I don't
fight
gotta
pushed
be a
back?
doctor to hear the man's speech change.
I mean, and you got to remember, he got his teeth knocked the f out. So when you got them teeth in there, it take you some time to get used to that. It takes you time. It changed who's a good example? Like 50. When 50 got shot, before 50 got shot, his music sound different. After 50 got shot and his jaw and everything was realigned and they did the work to his mouth, he sound completely different. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's right, but I'm just
True.
saying.
Okay, so Earl got his teeth knocked out and he had mouth surgery, so it probably changed his speech a little bit. I'm not making excuses for Earl. Listen, I don't have a dog in this race. When everybody was going at war with Earl and Bud, I stayed neutral because I like both the brothers. I like Earl a little bit more because he has a little bit better personality than Terrence Crawford. But nevertheless, I kind of stayed neutral. And BVO, you can back me on that. Even when I first met Crush the Legend, when I first met him, I met him while he was live. And I told him, I was like, I don't know. I want Earl to win, but because I like him better. But I don't
Right.
know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said to Crush. You know what I mean? But again, I think the mouth surgery and his laid back personality has a lot to do with his speech today. I don't know if there hasn't been any reports of him having any brain damage or traumas like that. So that's what I'm gonna run with until further notice.
What's good, fellas? What we talking about?
BVO was talking about
Earl Spence's
Errol
speech.
Spence speech has gotten worse, he's saying. So have you noticed that? Have you seen that, D3?
You said Earl Spence speak got what?
Worse. That's what BVO is saying. That's what
I haven't seen any footage to show me how his footwork looked compared to what he looked like prior to the Bud Crawford fight. So I have to say, nah, I haven't seen that because I haven't seen anything that's showing me any sparring matches or anything like that.
No, he
his
said
speech.
speech, Sheree. His speech, like
His
how he's
speech.
talking. Is he slurring? Does his speech
Oh, his
sound
speech.
off? When he talks, does he sound off? Does he sound like he's been hit too much? Or that's what BVO is pretty much getting at. And I said I feel like it was due to the oral surgery that he had.
His speech not slur. I think I mean it could be a little slower because of the new teeth that he got in his mouth, but I wouldn't say that it's not off. I mean Earl Spence, the only thing you got to go by is when he was talking at Frank Martin press conference. His speech sounded fine to me.
He sounded the same to me.
Yeah, his speech sounded fine. I mean, I didn't see anything when he was going back with Tank Davis. I didn't see nothing wrong with his speech.
Yeah, I just think it's the teeth, bro. Like when you get your teeth knocked out, I had my tooth knocked out before, and it changed, and I talk different now. Even to this day, I have a slight lisp because I had my teeth knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. When you missing a tooth is the way you form your words.
yeah,
because your mouth is accustomed to being filled with a certain amount of teeth, and then when it's gone, your mouth move a little different because it feels funny coming out your mouth. So it feels a little funny. Your tongue is moving around your mouth differently because you don't have the teeth right there that is used to feeling when you forming your words. No, that's what I'm saying. He got the teeth, but the teeth that he has, they're put in perfectly. So
Right.
his teeth might have been a little off center normally, but now that he has them put in, they put in perfectly. So it's
Right.
still going to get used to developing words.
That's what I say, D3. I feel like that is the oral surgery that he had. He probably trying to get adapted. And it takes a while for that to happen. He's probably trying to get adapted to it or whatnot. But I feel like I don't feel like the car accident or the Terrence Crawford fight. I don't feel like none of that has affected his speech, because like Free said, that was a good point. That at the press conference he was talking just fine. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like he seemed like the same old Earl Smith to me. You know, but again, like I said, Free, if you didn't hear me, before 50 Cent got shot in his face and had to get his mouth or oral surgery on his mouth, his music sound different from How to Rob compared to Patiently Waiting. He sounds like a completely different artist, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Yep.
it was due to oral surgery, you know, and now he sounds like that.
Yeah, Queen Melanie, yeah, she's fine.
Queen.
She's back to normal. She's actually in the room eating. I just got finished giving her a plate. That's why I stepped away. I was giving her a plate, so she's back to normal.
That's what's up.
Hey, I seen that recipe you did on the salmon, man. I didn't know Puerto Ricans made salmon.
Yeah.
I make everything. It's not a dish that I can't make. I make everything.
I'm trash. I'm trash on the burners, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Big trash.
I'm
gonna ask you a quick question, Prize, before I forget.
What up?
Is that true about that guy sliding you for your AP?
Man, I can go live. I just took my AP off. Ain't nobody sliding me, man. I don't bother nobody. Nobody bother me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, yeah, Pastor Jeremiah, yeah. If you listen to 50 Cent prior to him getting shot,
the music was different.
If you listen to, matter of fact, listen to his first album. Listen to his tracks on this first album, and then listen to the last two tracks on that first album. The last two tracks was prior to his him getting shot. I believe it's How to Rob an Industry, and there's another song in there. His last,
pick any one of them off of Get Rich or Die Trying. Any one of the songs.
Yeah, if you listen to those and then listen to the very last track on that first album, it's totally different. You hear
that when he was like, Nobody Likes Me joint. Are you talking about the Power of the Dollar album?
Yep, that one. Nobody Likes Me.
Yeah, Nobody Likes Me. He sounds completely different. Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm not saying, Pastor, I'm not saying that he had better vocals back then, because I think he sounds better now, me personally. But you do have a lot of people that say that he sounds a lot better back then. So it's it's whatever you like, you know.
Nobody North, man. You know Jake Paul is stopping.
Come on, y'all crazy with that blasphemy.
Canelo stopping Jake Paul, man. Stop.
Get out of here. Canelo will knock Jake Paul out.
Crawford too.
Canelo will knock Jake Paul out so bad it'll look like when he hit that Dingo Warrior guy. What's his name? James Kirkland. It's gonna look like that.
Yeah. I don't look at Jake Paul as a top level fighter. I look at him as somebody that just came out of the amateur. That's what I look at.
I put it to you like this. He's still a C-level fighter, bro. Period.
C? That nigga's E-level.
I ain't even gonna argue with you on that one, Free.
I ain't got him beating no C-level fighter.
Well, he lost to a C-level fighter, so I mean, he did lose to one of them Furies, didn't he?
I ain't got him beating no C-level fighter.
He can't beat Terrence Crawford. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people that say, because Bud, because if you looked at that 03 North, if you look at when Bud was like, sparring with Andre Ward, Bud was big in there, bro. I was looking at Dre and I was looking at Bud. I was like, damn, he probably could fight at super middleweight. Man, get out of here.
That brother said Bud was big in there. Whoa.
He is big. He was a big super middle. He looked like a super middleweight in there. He looked, or at least a middleweight. Terrence
Yeah.
was Terrence. I was shocked at that because
Dog, please. He said Butterbean versus Jake Paul. Dog,
no,
Jake Paul doesn't last 2 rounds with Butterbean.
yeah. Well, I don't know what's 03's obsessed with Jake Paul, but
He don't last 2
you got
rounds.
that, huh?
You from Canada, man. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to Canada and shout out to 03 North pulling up. Smash the light. Smash the
not
gas
like
on the
us.
light. Smash the gas on the light for your brother.
Jake Paul doesn't have footwork. Jake Paul, he
doesn't really have much of anything to me, Free. But he
No,
beat up on MMA guys.
he's a prospect. He's a prospect. I don't look at Jake Paul as anything but a prospect. He ain't fighting nobody to say he's more than a prospect.
Right. I agree with you, Free. He's a C fighter to me.
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if Canelo beats Terrence Crawford. I don't know if Terrence Crawford beats Canelo. I don't know.
Me neither, 03 North. I hate Canelo, personally.
I don't know.
Yeah, you a hater.
It's that's a 50-50 fight. I would lean towards Canelo because he's the bigger fighter.
Guy.
And Canelo is not a slouch at by no means. He's not a slouch.
Not at all. Not at all.
Canelo got a granite chin. You never seen Canelo drop. You seen him get hurt, but you never seen him drop.
And he got hurt early on in his career.
You never seen Canelo hit the canvas not one single time, not even a slip. You never seen Canelo hit the canvas. So I don't know if Terrence Crawford. Now he very well could outpoint Canelo. I don't think he's knocking Canelo out.
Nah.
He can outpoint Canelo, but
you know what? That fight against Majimov is going to tell us a lot. I know that the guy's inexperienced.
I got the dream knocking out Crawford.
Man, stop. What you want to put on that? Friendly bet, a little $25.
Got 25 on Bud. I mean on Dream.
All right, a little friendly bet.
Bud can't beat him, man.
Crazy. That guy is basic. He's basic. When he punches, he drops his hands. I've seen so many holes in that guy's game because I went back and picked one fight off YouTube randomly, and I just clicked on it, and he don't got nothing for Terrence Crawford. He gonna get schooled. He is a big guy. He's a big physical 154 pounder, you know. But other than that, that's all he got. He has no footwork. He's not. His power's okay, I guess, but I don't have any faith in him.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I haven't seen him. I don't know. I watch film as the fight get closer, but I don't know nothing about this dude. I expect Terrence Crawford to go out here and beat him. I don't know if he's gonna knock him out or anything like that, but I expect him to beat him.
I think he's gonna smoke him.
David Benavidez versus Arthur. I think that's a tough task for David Benavidez. When I saw David Benavidez in his last fight on the Tank Davis card, David Benavidez looked like a small 175.
Mm-hmm.
Like a small 175. I don't know if he's big enough to beat Arthur. Arthur is a powerful puncher. I don't know.
A solid 75 pounder for his size.
I don't know if David Benavidez can stand up to those punches because we've seen David Benavidez hit the canvas. I don't know if he can stand up to those punches.
Yeah, I didn't think Benavidez. I feel like this. I feel like that he did very good. I'll say very good at that weight. But see, what happened was his power didn't translate to 75. It didn't come with him. He looked pretty basic. Not basic, but his punches wasn't like thudding like it normally is at 68. So he's in a little bit of a tough situation. Is he going to go back to 68? I don't know because he's already a big 68 pounder. He's already missed weight before, but we'll just say it was COVID. So, but other than that, go ahead, Free.
I'm not even going to say he's small 175. I think 175 is his natural fighting weight. I think that's his natural fighting weight. Those other guys, they could be fighting at cruiserweight, but they cutting down to 175.
And that's the problem.
Yeah, I think 175 is his natural fighting weight. He was fighting at 60 and 68. Those wasn't his natural weight. That's why he looked so much bigger than everybody else, because he was cutting himself down to fight at 60 and 68. I think 75 is his natural fighting weight. The problem is, like Pryor said, his power didn't translate to 75. Now, we saw what Arthur did to that dude at 75. And David Benavidez didn't have that same success. I don't know if David Benavidez is good enough to be Arthur at this point. I don't know. He said, I want to see Bud in boots. Yeah, I want to see it too. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I would love to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Bud is going to go ahead and get some bigger fights. We'll see what Bud's promoter do, but because he said he want to see the fight, so we'll see if he make the fight. But I don't know if it's going to happen.
I got this fighter, man. This is a trash card. This is a trash card, Free.
You bought it?
Yeah.
I didn't. I'm not even watching it.
I'm going to stream it.
Y'all cold.
I ain't paying for that. I ain't paying for no Jake Paul. Get out of here. He need to fight somebody real, man. Leave Mike Tyson and them niggas alone, man. That's just ridiculous. But I'm not a hater. Get your money, Jake. Shout out to Jake Paul getting money. And, you know, I kind of like what he stands for with women's boxing. You know, he did put some chicks on, you know. So, but other than that, D Free said he's a D fighter. I give him a C, C minus. And I'm not mad at
you talking about Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Jake Paul is a D class fighter.
I'm not so quick to get in the ring and argue with Free about that. I say C. I give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's from Cleveland, Free. What you talking about?
Free's not giving him nothing. So Free's a D.
Proven against who? Name the fighters that he beat.
Nate Robinson.
Tyrone Woodley.
Who?
Tyrone Woodley, the former welterweight champion.
When was Tyrone Woodley a professional boxer?
No, he's a UFC fighter, ain't he?
Okay, so like I said, name the fighters that he beat.
He beat Anderson Silva.
When was he a professional fighter, boxer?
Man, he been fighting long as me and you been alive.
Name the fighters that he beat. Name the fighters that he beat. You say he's proven as a boxer. Name the fighters that he beat.
I just named two. You said they don't count.
You named
they don't box.
MMA fighters. They don't box. He's proven to be an MMA fighter. If that's what you want to
killer.
If that's what you want to say, he's proven to be an MMA fighter. He hasn't proven against no boxers.
And whatchamacallit had him going too.
The one boxer that had somewhat of a name that beat him was Tommy Fury.
And he trash.
He's a C level.
Yeah, he's trash.
Tommy pretty good, man. I ain't gonna say
he ain't no pretty good.
Who has Tommy? Okay,
he struggled against Jake Paul, bro. So that lets me know what he is.
Who did Tommy Fury beat to say he's pretty good? Who has he beat?
I didn't say he ain't beat nobody. Free. I just said he's pretty good.
Okay, so if you say he hasn't beat nobody, he's pretty good. How you downgrade the fighters that we seen fight people, and you say they trash?
I've only seen Tommy Fury fight a few times. He got talent. He's just a prospect.
I give you that. I understand that. But the fighters that we have seen fight, and you say they trash, and they fought against proven fighters, but you say they trash. How does that make sense?
It don't make sense at all. I'm shout out to 03 North again. I want to see Boots and Bud too, but it's just not going to happen. I'm not gonna say it's not going to happen, but it's not likely to happen, bro. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, but Terrence Crawford is chasing something else, and it's not Jerron Ennis. And I'm out here in Philly. I'm in North Carolina right now, but I'm out Philly every day. So
No.
The city want to fight, but the bull not gonna do it. Terrence is not gonna do it. 03 North, because Terrence got bigger fish to fry in his eyes. You know, he's chasing Canelo, and you know I mean, if Boots moved to 54 and get one of them belts, and Terrence trying to be undisputed at 54, then we might get the fight. But if it's not that, Boots need to focus on 147.
I think Boots. I think he's going to end up moving to 54 because I don't think he's going to get the fights that he wants at 47. So I think he's going to move to 54.
He ain't gonna have no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want the fight on this channel, 03 North. We want the fight, but we understand the business of boxing on this channel. We get it. We understand the assignment when it comes to business of boxing, and it's just not a business type of move. Because Boots, I mean, even though he did, I mean, they showed out in Philly. They showed up and showed out. Crush was there. He can vouch for this. They was there. It was deep out there. But again, it's not likely because of the business side, brother.
Yeah, it was I think they sold a little less than 15,000 seats.
Yeah, that's excellent. That hasn't happened since the 70s or the 80s or something crazy I've seen.
That was great for Boots first.
I was
first
shocked
airline.
at the turnout.
Yeah, for
Really?
his first airline, that was great numbers for him.
Bro, I was so proud of the city that they showed up like that. The way the city showed up, bro. Man, I was ecstatic, man. The way the city showed up for that brother, man. That brother got it.
Actually,
man.
it was a little more than it was a little over 15,000.
Oh, okay, that's even better.
Yeah,
I heard it was empty in there.
Man,
and I heard you a hater.
I don't know.
Watch the fight.
I don't know if you heard that it was empty in there because when they was sitting there talking to the fighters after the fight, you couldn't hear anything. So I don't know what you heard that it was. You couldn't hear anything.
The city showed up and showed out that night, bro. I was so happy that they showed up for that young boy, man. And that let me know if he can sell 14, 15,000 in Philadelphia, man, I don't want to hear about Boots ain't a draw and who. I don't want to hear that shit at all.
So I thought that's who it was. I thought that was Chavez Jr. Dog, that nigga look pudgy as a mug.
Yeah, I forgot Chavez is fighting. I'm about to turn the fights on in a minute. So
he looks horrible.
He may wait. What they fighting at? Bridger weight? They rated it like 190 something free.
I'm talking about his skills. He looks horrible.
Oh well, yeah. What weight are they fighting at? It was way over. It was like in the 190s, almost 200 pounds. They fighting at heavyweight?
I don't know.
Or Bridger weight?
I don't know. I know it's a 3-round fighter, and this Chavez Jr.
Wait, it's a 3-round fight?
I said 3-round. I mean 6-round fight. They're in the 3rd round. It's a 6-round fight. They're in the 3rd round, and that's shocking for Chavez Jr. fighting a 6-rounder. He's a veteran.
A former champion, ain't he?
Was he a champion?
Can he get a belt?
I believe he might have. I'm not 100% sure on that. He might have.
I thought he had a belt.
I know he's a veteran. He's fighting 6-rounders.
That fight was Sergio Martinez, man. Sergio was washing him the whole fight, and in the last seconds, Junior caught that nigga, man. He almost got him out of there.
Yeah, this is trash.
I never really had faith in Junior like that. He just don't take the game serious. He grew up rich, and
little dark-skinned dude is boxing the hell out of Chavez.
I hope the dude win. Chavez is a disgrace to boxing.
He's just throwing big shots. He's just trying to land a big shot.
He's disgraced his father's name.
I wouldn't say he disgraced it. He just ain't. He ain't the protege that his father was.
Well, he didn't even try, really, though, bro. He had one good fight. Nah, you know what? I take that back. That win against Andy Lee was really, really good win for him. That's his biggest win to me. Because Andy Lee was cooking shit back then, man. Andy Lee was he wasn't no easy walk in the park. You beat Andy Lee back in them days, back when Junior was out there. That was like, all right, okay.
Yeah, Andy Lee was all right.
Mm-hmm. I liked Andy Lee. Because, BVO don't think I like nobody but black fighters, but
that would have been a better fight for daggone Jake Paul fight Chavez Jr.
Chavez Jr. too big now at this point. Like I said, they weighed in. I watched the weigh-in. I was like, damn, Junior fighting. And they was like 190 something. I was like, 90? What they Bridger weights?
What weight class Jake Paul fight at?
Cruiser.
Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
That would have been a better fight for him fighting against daggone Chavez Jr.
Salute to my brother Tim Layton, man, my guy.
Salute. Yeah, Tim will always be pulling up,
Hey,
man.
Tim was at the fight. One of like, there was like 2 or 3 people at the booth fight. My man Tim was in the house.
That's crazy. Why don't you ask Crush that? He was there.
He know better not to do that, man.
Crush from Philly. He's not gonna give you a
Yes, he will. Yes,
he
will.
I know 2 or 3 people at this fight.
Yeah.
Right now, like 2 or 3 people there. All I see is the daggone ring announcer and the judges. I don't see nobody in the crowd.
Nobody want to watch that, man.
Crush, you watching the fight? You got the fight?
I'm just joking, Melon Queen. I'm just joking.
I ain't turning on yet. I'll turn on in a couple minutes.
No, I know. Even the Queen, Melon and Queen had to call him out with the capper.
I'm joking. It was a nice crowd out there. He did good for his first fight home.
Yeah, he did the best. But he did better. Okay, the last fight we had there was what? Bernard?
Yeah, 04. I did hear.
Yeah,
some
I
good
was
news.
at that fight when he fought that mandatory Haka. His name was Haka. I can't pronounce
Yeah.
it right. But I was
Did
there.
You guys
at
hear
that
about
fight.
the Sixers getting ready to move to Camden, New Jersey?
This is the stadium.
They not moving to Camden in New Jersey, man.
This is gonna be stadium.
Hold up.
And it's not a guarantee that they moving the stadium over there.
Yeah, we're trying to put the stadium downtown right now, but what's happening is it's a lot of issues going on because I'm on the I know the construction side. And so does Crush. It's hitting a lot of complications. They're trying to put the where they're trying to put it at is going to create so much traffic. It's it's going to be unbearable. You might as well not even drive down there.
Oh, what they
It'd be worse than New York and DC traffic at the same time.
Man, listen, that traffic down Chinatown finna be crazy.
Oh, they better off. They better off.
You said good evening, BVO and family. Good evening to you, Queen.
What you say?
Putting the stadium right where it's at. Just rebuilding a new stadium right where it's at.
Because exactly, Detroit.
Right in South Philly.
It's too congested downtown. It's too congested. That's like That's like Washington trying to move the Commanders downtown. No, tear down the old stadium and put a new stadium where the old stadium was.
Well, it's not a lot of room back there unless because you got that it's a beer you got the Flyers or the Sixers, the Eagles, and the Phillies, right? Next to the Eagles Stadium is a beer. It's like not a beer, but it's like a distributor place. It's got like back the trucks up, got the docks and all of that. If they can go down some, they can find somewhere in South Philly where to put that at. But what's happening is that the Flyers get first dibs on that stadium. Okay, the Flyers get first dibs on that stadium. Believe it or not, over the Sixers, the Flyers get it. So the Sixers have to schedule around because we had a play-in game.
New Jersey, man.
We had a play-in game, right? And when we had a play-in game, they had to push it back a day because the Flyers had a game. The Flyers
is a bigger money franchise. They
they actually win. That's what it is. They actually
No, they don't. No, they don't.
No, they won. They're a bigger money franchise at this point right now.
I don't agree with all of that.
They're a bigger money franchise.
Grandpa, what's up, man?
All you gotta do is look at the money that the Flyers.
Y'all watching the cartoon fight?
Yeah, I'm looking at.
I'm about to turn the cartoon on, man.
I'm streaming it right now. This on this.
I ain't watching no cartoons, man. Let me turn my.
Y'all watching the cartoon fight? Mike Perry and Jake Paul. That's a cartoon fight.
Yeah,
man, what the hell it is?
Hey, Sean.
Yo,
all you gotta do is look.
Hey, you know Jake Paul's from Cleveland, bro.
Hey, Jake Paul gonna knock this dude out, man. Boxing is different than bare knuckle, man. Everything is different. The way you punch is different. Punching with the gloves is different. The amount of
That's where
punches
that
you
dude
throw
is
is
from.
different. Everything's different.
He's a bare knuckle guy.
Yeah, he a bare knuckle
Yeah, he's the
dude.
bare knuckle
I never
champion.
heard of him. I never even knew that.
Yeah,
till
he's the
right now.
champion bare knuckle guy.
Oh, so he's
Yeah,
the
you don't
champion
watch
for
sports,
this.
man.
I watch sports. I don't
He
watch
crushing shit bare.
barbarians.
He's knocking motherfuckers loopy. With bare knuckles, he's knocking motherfuckers loopy. But in boxing, it's totally different.
Yeah, he got padding on his hands. It's not gonna be the same effect from his punches.
Right.
He's not gonna have
Well,
the same.
he been hurting people free. I look at a couple highlights.
I understand that. I can hurt people too with my bare knuckles, but when you got padding on your hands, it's a totally different type of punch. First of all,
Totally different type of punch. You got to learn how to punch with boxing gloves on.
You got more weight on your hands, and you have padding, so those punches not going to come as hard as they did with nothing on them. If I got nothing on my hand, my punch is going to come much faster and much harder. Now that I got padding and weight on my hand, it's going to come slower.
And what they got on them 10 ounces too, probably.
And you definitely and now you fight the guy who's used to taking punches with boxing gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
So the effect is going to be different.
Who, Jake Paul?
Jake Paul's used to taking punches with boxing gloves on. Mike Perry is not.
Yeah, but you got to remember, man, Jake Paul from Cleveland, he about to watch this dude.
I mean, Cleveland.
Yeah, he gonna knock this dude out. He gonna knock Mike Perry out. He's gonna knock Mike Perry out.
He should knock him out. He's not a boxer. He should. That's the point that I'm making.
Yeah, he's gonna knock him out. He's gonna knock him loopy.
Jake Paul fought two boxers. One was a D level fighter that he knocked out. The other one was a C level that he got beat up by. Those are two fighters that
and both of them dudes will beat up and both of them dudes that he fought will beat the shit out of Mike Perry in a boxing match.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, I never even heard of Mike Perry, so I can't even speak.
Hey, Grandpa,
They'll beat
one
the
thing
shit
I
out
can
of Mike
say,
Perry in a
man.
boxing.
Hey, who you got, Bud versus
Mike
Boots,
Perry
Grandpa?
is in trouble, y'all. I'm telling you, mark my words. Mike Perry is in trouble. He's gonna get beat up.
Hey, Grandpa, who you got, who you got, Boots versus Bud?
You know who I
Why
got.
would you ask him? Why would you ask him that?
You know who I got. You know who I got.
That doesn't even make sense. That's like asking an Earl Spence fan who got Earl Spence over Pandora. They're gonna say Earl Spence.
You know who I got.
Hey, but you know your boy Bud might go to sleep versus Dream coming up.
That's crazy.
Shit.
That's a dangerous fight.
That's crazy.
You know what? And let me make this perfectly clear to you, bro. Madrimov is a good fighter. Madrimov is a really good fighter. And he's done some great things in his amateur career and the little 10, 11 fights he had in the pros. The difference between him and Crawford is the fact that Crawford been on this level for a long time.
Shit.
Crawford been preparing for this dude for a whole year.
And
He's gonna beat this dude silly because this dude is a one-trick pony. He's one-dimensional. He's gonna come forward.
He's so basic, bro.
He's gonna be there to hit. And Crawford gonna walk him into some shit and knock him the fuck out.
I don't know if he knocks him out. That's a big dude, but if he do, I mean, he can knock him out. But again, I think Bull is just so basic. Terrence is gonna school him. You talking about Bud Crawford is 40-0, bro. This dude is down there. Bud got more knockouts than he got.
I got Jamel Charlo beating Bud if they ever fought.
Stop.
What I mean, I don't know. Not right now because Jamel Charlo hasn't.
Right now, in the state right now that Jamal Charlo's in, BVO,
No,
I got
Jamel.
you beating
Not
Jamel
Jamal,
Charlo.
Jamel.
I got you beating him.
I'm talking about Jamel, not Jamal. Jamel.
I got you beating both of them.
Right now, neither one of them are even training to fight. Well, we know. Jamal,
I don't know what's up. I don't know why Mel disappeared like that. He had no reason to do that. Mel should have been right back in the camera's face, like, man, I don't know what I did, man. I was tweaking. I couldn't get off. You know what I mean? I would have just said anything, but don't go duck and hide from your fans. We want to know what was wrong with you. Was he too much?
Hey, brother, let me explain something to you. Marvin Hagler said it best. Marvin Hagler said it best. It's hard to get up at 4:30 in the morning and do road work when you're sleeping on silk sheets.
I don't want to know what happened to him. I want to know what are you doing next. I don't like fight it over and
Nothing.
with. What's happening?
It would be shocking. It would be shocking, Free, if Jamel Charlo or Jamal Charlo ever fights again. It would be shocking.
I
don't
won't
think they're ever gonna
say
fight again.
Jamel because I don't think Jamel does a lot of the things that Jamal does.
He don't.
I think Jamel takes boxing a lot, not a little bit, but a lot more serious than Big Bro. But again, he was a no-show that night. Everybody's subject to a bad night because the same way an NBA player or team can go out and have a bad night, so can you have a bad night in boxing. This wasn't your night. And that doesn't mean you're finished, but I think their mental is the part that I'm worried about. But not so much Mel, but more Jamal.
The thing was, we all knew he was going to have a bad night. Everybody knew he was going to have a bad night. Nobody picked him to win that fight. Even you did.
I did.
I thought he was going to beat him.
I did. I did.
I thought he was going to beat him.
I like how you said that.
Mel was going to beat him.
BVO picked him, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, you got to remember something. Maybe you did pick him, but you got to remember something, bro. Carrying 168 pounds and fighting at 168 pounds are two entirely different things.
I told you.
But the thing that was so crazy, Shelton, was that's like his walk around weight. He about 170.
But that's different. That's a different kind of fight when you fighting at that versus walking around.
I walk around at 195 right now. If I was to ever box,
he could be a middleweight.
I'm not boxing at 195. I can tell you that right now. If I was to ever
say it again,
I said I walk around at 195 right now. But if I was to ever box, it would not be at 195. It would be somewhere around 160.
No, you box at 160. 160, 168 at the most.
I walk around about a good 170 myself. I probably have to squeeze down the welterweight because I'm not that tall. I'm about 5'8".
You would.
So
if your walk around weight, if your walk around weight without training is 170, you would have to fight at welterweight.
Yeah. When I went to the fights and I met Danny Garcia and Cool Boy and a couple other guys, I was shocked that I was taller than them. I was like, damn.
Yeah, they little.
Danny. I'm bigger than
There's some little dudes, man.
Yeah,
Terrence Crawford is a little dude. He's only 5'8". He's a little dude.
I don't know about that. I used to think
he's a little dude.
I listen, hear me out though. Just hear me out. I used to think the same thing until the other day, until he was sparring with Andre Ward. I was like, damn, Bud is big in there.
Andre Ward is little. What are you talking about?
Andre Ward is a little dude.
Nah,
he's a little dude.
I see Andre Ward up close.
He's a little dude.
You gotta remember
his top weight. Walking around right now, Andre Ward is probably about 200, maybe 205 pounds.
No. I'm not talking about the weight. I'm talking about his height. Like he was a little bit bigger
tall,
than I expected.
He's
a little bit bigger than I expected.
Still a little dude.
He's a small 175 pounder, but he's a big super middleweight.
Oh,
but he's
how
dudes are still
little.
little.
How tall are you, Prize?
I'm about 5'8".
So you a little bitty dude?
You a little dude.
Yeah.
You a little dude. You're small.
Okay, so when I pulled up on Danny and them niggas was shorter than me, they were smaller than me. I was like, damn.
Because they're tiny.
No,
they're tiny.
He's not a small dude. He's only 5'7".
Yeah.
Them dudes are small.
It's a grown man weighing 147. That's a little bitty guy.
Free, let me ask you something.
I would have to get down.
You 195 right now, right?
Yeah.
What can a 5'7", 147 pound dude do with you?
If he trained and he's skilled, he'll whoop his ass. What do you mean?
Nothing. Because nothing.
I don't want to see Free fight Danny.
A fight. Listen.
That might get.
I'm not saying Free gonna get in the ring and box this dude, because he's not. But in a fight, he has nothing for Free. Nothing. He's too small.
Take him in the streets, though. Listen.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to clear something up. Hold on, I want to say something real quick before we turn Free loose. That small shit don't mean nothing, bro. Because I'm not that big of a dude physically. No. I'm not that big of a dude. I put big niggas down twice.
But you can't go to sleep.
Listen. We're not saying that small means that you can't fight. We're talking about two guys that's on the same level, but one guy is at 195 and another guy is at 147.
Okay, then the bigger guy should win.
It's nothing.
He's going to win.
There's nothing to do with me. That's the same.
Even with you.
Same in boxing.
Yeah.
Well, Canelo is much bigger than Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather smoked Canelo.
It's the same thing in boxing. A good big guy usually beat a good small guy. Usually.
That's why I threw that in there.
Yeah,
This
every
one
Yeah,
once in
ain't
a
but
got
while.
in
not
the
all
ring.
the
Canelo,
time, right?
do you know why? Do you know why Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather? You know the
Because he
main
got
reason
smoked.
Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather? Because he wasn't
Because
good
Inexperience.
he
enough.
can't fuck with him.
He wasn't good
Yeah.
enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just wasn't good enough. It
And
had
he
nothing
was
to do
way
with
Also,
much
no.
bigger than Floyd, and he got smoked.
I don't know if
He
y'all
got his
seen that thing
ass.
with the Zone. They had Canelo breaking down some of his fights, and the main thing Canelo was saying was that he just didn't know a lot of the tricks that Floyd knew. Like
He was
Floyd was
saying what? Say that again.
I said he was just saying how he didn't know some of the stuff that I guess he knew. Like Floyd was like a master in the ring. Like Floyd was, he said Floyd was pinching his nose in the clinch, you know, hitting without
Yeah, he
getting
was doing the
called.
most.
And all
Like
that
he's a
shit
lot
is
of
old
veteran
school
tricks.
boxing tricks.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
think Ali didn't have old school dirty tricks he used? You think Bernard Hopkins didn't have old school
That's
tricks he
why
used? Marvin Hagler? All them dudes got tricks. They
Yeah,
Hey
he
old
Shelton.
always
school
Hey Shelton,
professional
that's why
boxing.
Madonna bit that nigga, because Floyd kept smothering him with his glove, that old school trick. When they
Exactly.
clenched down and
Exactly.
Floyd try to smother him, Madonna bit that nigga. Floyd screamed like a girl. Yo, that shit was funny as hell, yeah.
Let's go all the way back to the 70s. What was Muhammad Ali famous for doing the motherfuckers in the ring?
Holding and hitting.
Grabbing them behind the head and
And
pulling their
tearing your
head down.
ass up.
yeah pulling their head now.
Making them
He'll
tight.
grab you with
Wearing
that
them out.
left and
Leaning
punish
on
you
them.
with that right.
Exactly. Old
They
school
had to
tricks.
change the
All
rules
boxers
because of
got
that
tricks.
nigga, bro.
Yeah, all old school dudes, all these dudes got tricks that they use in the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
Floyd's just
See
a
the difference
master.
in this fight. I've been hearing a lot of people picking Madrimov, and that's cool because he's a big, strong youngster.
That's
I get it.
crazy. That's
But
so
the thing
crazy to me.
is, Madrimov, Terrence Crawford has fought Madrimov many times before. Madrimov has never fought anything like Terrence Crawford.
Never.
That's why. That's why
you
this
don't
is
think so with
bad.
300 fights?
What?
Nothing.
This is
He ain't
bad.
seen nothing like Crawford. Nothing.
That's
Go ahead,
that's
bro.
why
Crawford
it's
is gonna
bad.
be he gonna
It's an overmatched fight.
to
That's
me
what
it
makes
is.
it
I
bad.
agree.
Since y'all talking about it, let's get into it because ain't nobody talked about it. Y'all been bullshitting about this whole shit. The only thing that's really good about the damn card is the undercard. Nobody should be up here happy about goddamn Terrence Crawford fighting a goddamn Russian with only 11 goddamn fights. Nobody don't know about him. Nobody never knew about
But
him. People get the Grammy Award for always pretending like they knew some motherfucking body and they just Googled the motherfucker. But
2
you got
days
a guy
ago.
out here
but
that got
but
30.
Crush,
Wait, let
it's
me finish.
a
Let me
means to
finish
an
real
end,
quick,
Crush.
Shelton.
Hold on, let him go. Let him
Yeah.
go. Let him go.
Let
Go
me
ahead, Crush.
finish. Let me finish, Shelton.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
But you got a guy out here that got 31 fights, 29 knockouts, but he ain't did shit. He ain't did shit. He don't deserve to be in there with him. What the fuck? He don't bring no fucking money. But what money do this motherfucker bring? This motherfucker ain't got no drawing power. What the hell we talking about, man? Y'all get on my nerves with this nonsense, and then y'all always up there trying to creep like the Luther Vandross song and sweep that shit up under the rug. But oh no. Here come old Superman, Uncle motherfucking Grouch. I'm here to fuck up your day. You're not sweeping that shit up under the goddamn
No,
motherfucking
but
rug. Oh, he go down. 3-time undisputed. I don't want to hear that 3-time undisputed accolade shit against some whack ass motherfucker. This motherfucker only got 11 fights, and motherfuckers been ridiculing fucking Boots Israel over 20 something fucking fights. This is bullshit. And the only reason why this undercard saves this goddamn fight because the main matchup is a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck what type of belt is
Dang.
involved or whoever is against a piece of fucking shit. That's why I tell y'all these titles don't matter. Everybody a champion, a champion ain't good, they ain't great, they ain't future all friend. I've been telling y'all this shit for years. Y'all still ignore me. I gotta get a sick and whipping stick so y'all can feel the pain when I hit y'all with it. It gotta sink in at some point, but man, this is nonsense, man. I'm not celebrating this bullshit. But get the fuck up on our head. You should be fighting the goddamn young boy. What has this goddamn young boy done? This white boy done? Oh, he got a belt. I got belts too. I got plenty of them. Crocodile,
here's the thing, though,
alligator,
Crush.
motherfucker, name
Gucci,
belts, all
Louis
type of shit.
Vuitton.
Gucci,
But here's the
Polo.
thing,
I
though,
got all
Crush.
type of belts, goddamn. What
But
up,
here's the
Shell?
thing.
Talk
Here's
to
my
me,
thing.
man.
This is the only thing I gotta say. If Boots wants to fight, then drop that fucking IBF belt because it ain't bringing you shit. It ain't shit down there to fight. Move the fuck up. Move up.
But did your man drop all the belts? Did your man let all the belts go at 47?
As
Don't
soon
he
as
still
he
hold the
steps in the
belt?
ring, listen.
Wait.
As soon as he steps in the ring on August the 3rd, all them belts go away. All of them.
They should have been going. Shouldn't take to no goddamn August the goddamn 3rd. See, this is
They
the
should have
type
took
of
the
shit
belt from
that
Errol
I'm
5
talking
fucking
about.
years ago. He didn't defend the motherfucker. They should have took the belt from him 5 years ago. He didn't defend it.
We not talking about. We not talking about Earl. We not talking about Earl. Is Earl fighting in a couple weeks? No. So don't bring Earl in here, Shelton.
I'm just
Come
saying.
on,
I'm just
OJ.
telling you the truth,
Don't,
brother. Like you say, you want to hear the truth. I'm telling you the truth.
That truth.
So if Boots,
that truth ain't got nothing. That truth ain't got nothing to do with this truth, though, Shelton.
If Boots wants to fight a dude at 154, then move your punk ass up to 154. Period. Move up.
Don't be talking like my man is scared to come up to 154 and whip one fucking ass. What you talking about?
Don't talk about it.
Ass up
Do
to
it.
154.
Don't talk about it. Do it.
Okay, so what your man is doing? What your man doing? Your man is fighting a piece of fucking shit for a cherry fucking title. What are you talking about?
So he can get the rest of the belt. Move up. If you don't like the fight, you want the fight, you don't want him out the way, move the fuck up. The Turk said he'll pay for it. Move your punk ass up.
Yeah, the Turk did say he'll pay for it. He did say that, Crush.
The man said he'll pay for it. Move the fuck up.
So why you calling my man a punk? Why my man gotta be a punk and all that shit?
Hey, he's like, Boots Ennis. Why my
man gotta be a punk though? Why he gotta be a punk though? Why my man gotta be a punk though?
Because you talking all this shit. Because Boots is talking all this shit, but he ain't moved up.
Yeah, he can talk all this shit.
If you really want it, move up to where the niggas at.
When he get up there,
the nigga is not in 47 no more.
Listen, Sean, I hear you. So when he go, listen, when he go up to 54, I don't want to hear no excuses from your fucking man. You talking all this hot shit. So when he move up to 54, I don't want to hear no the money that Turk giving out ain't no fucking enough. I don't want to hear that shit. Cause when he come up to 54, he coming for your man ass.
If he wait too long,
he gonna be there.
If you wait too long, the nigga will be retired.
Nigga,
if you wait too long, the nigga will be retired.
And he ain't gonna be. He ain't standing at no 47 for no next 2 fucking years, and you know better than that. So when he get up there, I don't want your man talking about ain't enough money. I don't want to hear he ain't enough money. Since he gonna get there, where your man going that so fucking fast? He'll be up there next year, nigga. He'll be there in 25.
Okay,
Just tell your man to take whatever fucking money. You talking that shit.
Cool, let's do it.
I bet you my man get up in that ass. I bet you get up in that ass.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Bet you get up in that ass.
Let's do it.
Bet you get up in that ass.
Hey,
motherfucker,
like we say in the
fighting
hood,
a motherfucking milk
like
and
we say in
cookie
the hood, bro.
ass
Don't talk about
man.
it.
Y'all sit up here
Don't talk about
trying
it.
to celebrate
Be about
this
it.
bullshit.
Well,
don't talk about it. Be
Bullshit
about
with
it.
this fucking boy.
Don't talk about it, and it's be about it. Be about
He's
it.
scared. He's scared of Boots. Hey, Bud is gonna hurt Boots, man. I'm just letting you know that.
Well, we'll see.
We don't know that.
We'll
we
see.
Don't know that.
We'll see.
We don't know that.
We'll see, y'all. I keep on calling y'all fast and furious motherfuckers, and every time I tell y'all dummies that y'all crash. Every time. It ain't a time I ain't called y'all fast and furious, and y'all asses ain't crashed yet. I'm undisputed when I say that fucking shit. When I call y'all fast and furious, every time y'all want to talk about undisputed, been whipping ass. Well, I've been whipping ass with this fast and furious because y'all crash test dummies always crash. But I say this to y'all. That's facts. Since we talking facts, that's facts. Shit, it's facts. So when he get there, I don't want to hear no excuses. Then I don't want to hear no shit. Oh, you know, you old. He starts slowing down. Yeah, it's gonna be excuses because the ones who be barking the most, they the ones that come with the most excuses when shit don't go their way, bro.
I got you.
Yeah, they do. You know they do.
I know.
They do. I ain't saying you, but you know they do.
I know.
But some that's gonna be on your side, but that's gonna be coming with it. And guess who gonna be there for him? I'ma be right there. I'm gonna be right there for him. Handing out the ass,
and if he
licking stick.
If he get up there to 54 and he beat Bud, then goddamn it, he beat him. That's what we want to see. That's why we want to see the fight. That's why we want to see the fight. Because it's a competitive
Don't be
fight.
acting like this motherfucking man. Ain't nobody trying to hear your disruption right now, fella.
Here we go.
I ain't trying to hear nothing.
Just like when they fought at 47, we told me and Crush told everybody. Oh, well, what if Errol beats him? So what? He beats him. That's why we want to see the fight. So what?
That's why we wanted to see. Shit, fucking Terrence whipped his ass. I paid $1,500. I still like them both. I know who's the
Yeah,
better one
Yeah,
out of the two. It's
that's
two of
all.
my favorite fighters.
exactly.
One beat the other. So I'm satisfied
Ain't
either way,
nothing
no
wrong
matter
with
which
that.
way I pick. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's
Right.
two of my favorite fighters. And I said, it's only these two motherfuckers that I can see beating each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where
Right.
it's
Right.
at,
Right.
man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And the
It
where
only
is
it's
what
at.
it
competition I
is.
really see up there, at 54 though, it's really tricky because I'm not one of these delusional ass Crawford fans. I don't see Bud just running through everybody at 54. Number one, because of his
Yeah.
age, and number two, some of them dudes are really, really good.
Right.
There
Yeah,
could be somebody up there
I
to
see
beat him.
Boots can. I think Boots can beat most of them, but I feel where OG Crush is coming from, and that's how we
Right.
do it on BVO Boxing. Sometimes brothers gotta disagree. They have different opinions, should I say? But I will say this: I pretty much agree with Crush is saying, but on the flip side, I am excited to see Terrence Crawford back in the ring. I'm at the
He a
point. I
clout
don't care who. I
chaser,
just want
man.
to see him in the
Stop
ring. I
capping
don't care
for
who he
him.
fights. You know what I mean?
He
But
capping for him, Prize. He's
no,
a
I'm
clout
not. I'm
chaser,
not
man.
capping for nobody. I'm not capping for Terrence because he should be.
No,
He
no,
should.
no. You're not
Hold on, let me
listening.
finish. He should
What
be
I
fighting
said
that.
was, didn't Boost
What?
tell us he wanted to be undisputed at 147, and he
That's
keep
what he
calling
said.
Bud out? He's a
Well,
clown,
Bud
man.
got 2 belts.
They all get dropped when you get in the ring.
Okay, that's fine. But before the Madrimal fight, Bud had 2 belts. So Boost was calling this nigga out.
He stole
And
one
what
of
did
the
he
belts.
tell? And what did he tell Boots? Why did he tell Boots he didn't want to fight him? What was the reason?
Well, the reason I believe that he's not fighting him is because that it's not a great business move. It benefits Terrence Crawford zero to fight Jerron Ennis. Like, let's say he never fought what you call him, BVO Avocado.
Yeah.
Let's say he
Yeah.
never fought
Avenida.
Avocado and he fought
Right.
Boots next. That wouldn't have generated no money for Terrence Crawford. Nobody's gonna give Terrence
Exactly.
Crawford $25 million to fight Jerron Ennis right now.
I'm gonna tell you
That's
like
just
this.
that's the shitty part of it.
No,
But the Turkey Man is saying that he got the money for these two. So there's no excuse about the money part. It's about
no. The problem is it's not what we think that the reason why he's not taking it. He said the reason why he's not taking it. It's a high risk, low reward.
right. It
That
benefits him none. It benefits him none.
That means there's a chance that he can lose the boot.
There is. There
Okay,
is.
and he's saying if he lose the Boots, then they're gonna say Terrence was overrated. If he smoked Boots, they're gonna say Boots ain't fought nobody. So and he's not gonna get paid what he's looking for, so it's not gonna make a difference.
No, listen to what I'm saying. You said the business move wasn't good because nobody's paying $25 million. Bud is not getting paid $25 million for this fight.
I'm just making up a number.
No, I hear what you're saying, but like Crush said, who is this dude?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Crush.
In the ring with this dude, and it's not a problem. But when Boots was calling him, oh, he hasn't done anything. I hate.
Yeah, what is I don't do the pocket watching like that. What's that? I forget the bull name, but he always pocket watching niggas on YouTube. I am curious to see what Terrence Crawford's making this fight. I am, just because of the Jerron Ennis thing. I am curious to know what Bud's making August the 3rd.
Why?
When they asked Crawford,
because people
about the Ennis fight, when they asked him about the Ennis fight, he said 2 words. You remember what those 2 words were?
No.
High risk, low reward.
He said, "Pay me."
Oh yeah, he did say pay me.
He said, "Pay me."
Because
you
Terrence
want me to fight him?
He knows that that's a big fight. He knows that Jerron Ennis, everybody, it'll probably do well 300-400, maybe 500,000 to 600,000 pay-per-views, anywhere from 3 to 6, I'll say.
It'll be bigger than Earl. It'll be a bigger fight than him and Earl.
And I would not argue that, Sheldon. I would not. But what I'm saying is, in order for that to go down, since it is a big fight, Terrence is going to want to be compensated heavily, and there's nobody going to fund that. But right now, the Turkey Man is looking like he's saying, because basically what he's doing is just having his favorite fights happen in his backyard, basically. You know what I mean? I got the money. I don't care about return. I want to see the best fights, and he's paying
Right.
bags for it.
The only way, I mean, the only way we would know that this is a bigger fight than Earl is if the people pay to see it. If the
I
people
think the
don't,
people will pay to see it.
I'm not saying that they won't. I'm just saying everybody keeps saying this is a bigger fight. This fight is a bigger fight. This fight is a bigger fight. The only way we know what's a bigger fight is the fans pay to see it.
Is this fight not highly anticipated, Free? Is this fight not highly anticipated?
It's highly anticipated from the diehard, from the diehard fans. That doesn't mean
because the casual fans don't know who the fuck Boots is.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's not all the way true because there was a lot of casual fans in Philadelphia the other night.
That ain't true.
In Philadelphia, bro.
It was a lot of casuals in Philadelphia.
It was.
The way those females packed that stadium, they don't know shit about boxing. They was there.
They sure the fuck don't. They sure don't. I've seen a whole bunch of casual fans at the Wells of Fargo.
And let me ask you this. Do you know where Terrence Crawford was last night?
Do I know where he was?
Yeah.
Wasn't he wrestling or something?
He was at WWE.
Yeah, I saw him.
That's how you know that motherfuckers know who he is.
I'm not saying
because nobody knows
who
you.
Crawford is.
If nobody knows you, they're not bringing you on that show.
He's popular now. He's finally. He's been. I think ESPN wasn't he the fighter of the year again or something like that. Or the
no, in a way was.
He won the ESPN.
Okay, but Terrence Crawford is everybody knows who he is now.
Right.
And he's taking he's making a business decision by collecting a title, going for a title. The guy doesn't deserve the fight, but he has something that Bud can get his hands on right away, and it possibly could be 2 belts, right? If Fundora with that Fundora situation, right?
I had a bunch of excuses why the fight can't happen. That's all I hear. Bunch of excuses. That's all I hear.
I'm not making the excuses, Free. And the reason I'm not making the excuses is because Terrence Crawford is competing at 154 and Jerron Ennis is competing at 147. So I'm not making any excuses.
Thank you.
You are.
I'm not Free.
Whether you believe you're not or not, you are making an excuse. That's an excuse.
No, I'm looking at it from Terrence Crawford's point
so
of
you
view.
think Bud should go down to 47 for Boots?
Crawford.
No, Bud said.
Is that what you think?
Listen, what I'm saying. If y'all be quiet and
I'm listening.
If y'all be quiet, let me finish. If Bud said, "I will stay at 47 to fight Tank Davis," I want to fight Earl Spence in a rematch at 47. What is the problem in fighting your mandatory at 47?
Because nobody know who he was.
Because Boots ain't either one of them, and Boots gonna bring the money that either one of them brings. That's why.
Tank Davis is the #1 fighter in the world.
That is where the excuses come in at.
That's not an excuse. That's a fact.
Not an excuse. It's a
That's
business.
a fact.
You got to look at the business part of it. Unfortunately,
that's not an excuse, brother. That's a fact. Jerron Ennis does not bring as much money as Tank Davis or motherfucking Errol Spence. That's a fact.
Neither does Madrimov.
And that's a fact.
Listen.
Yes, it's a fact.
With what y'all saying right now, Prize and Shelton.
Yes.
What y'all saying? Y'all keep that same energy, then y'all should have no motherfucking words for Canelo Alvarez because he said the same.
I don't.
Fuck Canelo.
I don't give a fuck about him.
I don't give a fuck about no Canelo, D3. That was a terrible comparison, D3. Horrible.
He's a sucker for fighting Chris Eubank Jr. Fuck him. What are you talking about?
What the fuck does Canelo got to do with anything?
It's the same situation.
It ain't shit. It ain't the same shit.
It's Bud Crawford's mandatory. It's just mandatory. Same situation.
D3. If Bud fought Jerron, that probably won't do 1 million pay-per-views. If Canelo fought Benavidez, that's doing 1 million, brother.
No, like I said, you saying the same excuses that Canelo said. He hasn't done anything. His name ain't big
I
enough.
didn't say Boots didn't do anything. I said looking out of Terrence Crawford's eyes.
You supposed to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
Is a no good, lousy son of a bitch. Hey. That's exactly what he is. is a no good, lousy son of a bitch. Hey. That's exactly
Let's
what
thank
he is.
BVO for the drop. But I remember that Jim Ross, he hated Triple H. Well, his character hated Triple H.
Don't get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you this.
You should have said, you should have put the little homie. We not your little niggas.
I'm just saying. That's exactly what Canelo said.
But let's switch gears a little bit, D3. Loma Duck Chicken, Loma, I don't know what you want to call him. He's a disgrace, and he should be stripped. The IBF should get rid of him, kick him out, and take the belt. What he did was embarrassing.
Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked though? He never wanted to fight Tank. He wanted to fight Navarrete, but Baranchyk fucked it up.
Well, Loma did exactly what everybody else do when they get in the ring with Tank. Loma just did it before he got in the ring. That man tucked tail and ran. Everybody does it when they get in the ring with Tank. But he did it before
you think Prize that you think that Tank was his first choice? He never wanted to fight Tank at all. He wanted to fight Navarrete, but Baranchyk fucked it up. He's not gonna fight Baranchyk because that's his countryman.
And Bud, and not Bud, but the Godfather, he wouldn't mind making this fight to dip his hands in that money. You know what I'm saying? So it's all Lomachenko. You know what I mean?
He never wanted
came
to
out
fight
and
Tank.
said money is not going to move him, and he's chilling with his family. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. He is a duck. He don't want no parts of Tank, and Tank should put his focus on Shakur, because I know a lot of people would like to see Shakur get his mouth shut right now. So I don't know what.
You know what's so funny?
One more thing, BVO. I'm sorry, one more thing, BVO. One more thing, and
hold on, let me say this real quick. I'm gonna let you go. I promise. All I'm saying is this: y'all two Philly boys capping about Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis don't want to fight Crawford. He's a clout.
We switched gears already.
It don't matter. I'm just letting you know he's a hater, man.
All right, man. And the bad thing about Lomachenko, then they said that he wants to fight at the end of the year. And didn't they say the fight was going to be in September or December? What
November.
No, okay,
November.
That's pretty damn close to the end of the year to me, right? Or am I tripping?
He never wanted to fight the dude. That's the part you keep skipping over. He never wanted to fight Tank. He wanted to fight Navarrete. That's what he wanted to fight.
Performance against George Kambosos no more. I don't care. I'm telling all of y'all and all your other channels, I don't want to hear nothing else about Lomachenko. Nothing else. I don't want to hear about him.
He wanted to fight Navarrete, bro. He never wanted to fight Tank.
Never.
Tank was never in his plans.
Bro. He might. Okay, so what does Javante do at this point? Then
fight Shakur.
Fight Shakur. What is he really going to do? What is Tank going to do? Unless he sit back and wait
fight somebody else.
Rayo.
He's going to fight somebody else. He's not going to fight Shakur.
Javante already. Well, his team said they already want Shakur. Now, he said 2025. They said 2025. But
we'll see.
That was prior.
We'll see.
That was prior to the Loma pulling out.
Yeah.
Prior to the Loma pulling out. So they might be stepping on the gas for Shakur, because right now Shakur has nowhere to go. He has nowhere to go. So they might step on the gas.
Yeah. We hope so. Because, Shakur fight, it can either make everybody, affirm your greatness if you Tank, or it can make you look bad. That's the problem with the Shakur team. It can make you look bad.
Well, Tank might want to prove that he can get him out of there, because Tank can cut the ring off like crazy
if he can catch him.
I don't think Tank have anything to prove. It's more so Shakur got to prove that he can be in there with a puncher and make it an exciting fight. Tank don't have anything to prove. Shakur doesn't have something to prove.
Well, Shakur gonna go in there and be Shakur free, He going.
Why you say he don't got nothing?
He definitely got something to prove. He wants to prove.
When you're a champion, when you're a world champion, and you're supposed to be the so-called face of boxing, you always got something to prove.
No, he has. Like I said,
Always.
I'm talking about between the two of them. Tank Davis don't have anything to prove. He already has the fans behind him. He don't have anything to prove. Shakur is the one that's trying to get to that stardom. He's the one that got to.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not
I
talking
feel
about
like Tank got to prove that he can knock him out. Because everybody thinks Shakur runs.
He don't have to knock him out. He has to beat Shakur.
He just got to beat him. He just got to beat him.
Everybody said that Tank Davis can't outpoint Shakur.
No,
That's
he
what they
definitely
said.
can. He definitely can.
He can.
He doesn't get enough credit for his IQ. He
That's
doesn't
what-
get enough credit for his
believe.
boxing abilities. People just look at Tank and like, oh, he's a knockout artist. No, Tank will box your head off for 12 rounds if he has to. That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you believe. But do you think Shakur is going to fight Tank Davis the same way that Tank Davis fought Pitbull Cruz with one hand? You think Shakur is going to fight Tank
No.
Davis?
No,
Exactly.
absolutely.
No.
He's not going to fight like that. And Tank Davis outpointed Pitbull Cruz with one hand. He outpointed Pitbull Cruz with one hand. So I'm not saying that Tank Davis can't win on the cards. A lot of people are saying that. I don't believe that Tank Davis can't win on the card. I believe he can.
Absolutely, he can.
I don't think Shakur is going to engage enough to win the round.
And that's why he's not going to win, Free. And that's a good point, D. Free. Shakur's not going to engage enough. You're not going to beat the champ like that.
I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight.
I do too.
That just shut everybody up.
I definitely want to see the fight.
That'll shut everybody up.
Because I do think Shakur can cause a lot of problems. Shakur's on his A game. He can win. He definitely can win. But is he going to engage, like Free said?
That would shut everybody up. That would shut the naysayers up for Tank Davis, and it would shut the naysayers up for Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson beat Tank
Exactly.
Davis.
Just fight.
Only person that can
Just
shit,
fight.
only thing they can do, like you said, is just fight. That's
Just
it.
fight.
Because we all know when you get the
Because we all know. Because we so quick to call Lomachenko a duck, you should be just as quick to call Zepeda a duck.
Yeah. He never.
Because this is the second time he ducked Shakur. This is the second time he ducked that duck.
Yo, I hate Zepeda, bro.
He's never called him a duck.
I don't even know why Shakur is chasing him. That guy ain't even that good anyway. Because if Shakur go out there and watch him, everybody gonna be like, "Well, who is what he done? Who is he for?" Nobody's never heard of him.
Who's not that good?
No, they
Only
can't. They
people that
can't
say
switch
that,
it up
only
like
people
that,
that know
bro.
who he is
They
is
can't
us.
switch it up like that because right now they promoting him as the #1 contender in all 4 sanctioning bodies. So you can't switch it up like that where he never fought nobody. You can't switch it up.
If you say Williams is not that good, you highly mistaken.
I didn't say he's not. I don't think he's all that good. I'm a stand on what I said. He's okay. He's just okay to me.
He's good at what he does, but he's nothing special.
He's okay.
He's nothing
Maybe that's
special. He's good
a
at what he
better
does,
choice
though.
of words, Sheldon. He's
No,
nothing
He's
special.
good at what he does. Very good at what he does, but he's nothing special.
That's a better choice of words for me. He's not special.
He said, my man Tim Lake said they ain't have nothing on in Philly. He said them girls came in there naked. Is that true, Crush?
What you say, BVO?
I heard the women came in there half naked to the Boost fight.
Yeah, they was showing up, man. That's all over the damn place. But I wasn't sitting there staring at them too long because I would have wanted to get knocked upside the head. So I wasn't going for none of that. But yeah, they was showing out, and like Pride said, there was a lot of casuals, man. If I had to bet my life, when I know about 90-some% of them females ain't no goddamn boxing fans.
It was only a couple hardcore fans in there, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They showed most of them on
fans
camera.
don't pay the bills. The casuals do.
Right, and they showed up, and that's why it was 15,000 people in there. A bunch of casuals. It was an event in Philadelphia. Boots Ennis is fighting. He's known in the city. They pull up. We pull up. You know, Philly got the
So
best
what do
fans in
y'all
the
want?
world.
What do y'all
know
want
this.
Boots to do?
All y'all
Who
know
should
that.
Boots go after next? Who should Boots go after next?
I think he should leave 47 and go get at everybody at 54.
Yeah, I think he should test his waters at 54. I mean, if he wants to do 47 and do the undisputed thing for his legacy, I'm okay with that. But I'd rather see him go ahead and get up there with the rest of the dogs at 54. Because I don't think nobody can mess with him at 47. He smoke everybody. Barrios, who else? You got old
Barrios, Brian Norman,
Brian Norman,
and
you know.
Brian Norman, Barrios, and who's the other guy?
There's another welterweight.
Oh, Stanionis.
Stanionis. I don't think none of them can beat Jerron Ennis. I think Jerron Ennis beats all them guys. So
I think he does.
Those are not big fights, but I don't know what the zone's gonna plan is for Jerron Ennis, but you know, they do the zone and Eddie Hearn and them do got access to Turkey Al-Sheikh, so you know we don't know what's going to happen with Boots next. It's hard to say who he's actually going to fight next. It's very hard.
Well, right now we can only go with what Bozy said. Bozy said they're going to collect all the belts at 47 and then move up. That's what Bozy said.
Gotta stop talking.
I mean, if he does that, then that's fine. He'll be, you know, then he's aging everybody out at 54. I guess that's what people are going to say. But
no, because Virgil's younger than him.
Virgil don't want to fight. Virgil got
a hell of a fight coming up on the 10th.
Virgil
might not win that fight. He might not win that fight.
Who Virgil fight?
Borchuk, the dude that beat the brakes off of Mendoza.
Yeah, right. I still think Virgil gonna get him out of there though, but
we'll see.
That guy is a tough guy because he did. What's that guy name again? Showing how you say his name?
Borchuk.
Yeah,
Sergey Borchuk.
I did like him when I saw him fight. He was all right. But I don't know.
I ain't seen Virgil do shit at 54. I seen Virgil fight for like 45 seconds at 54. I don't know what the fuck Virgil is at 54.
He keep knocking people out.
I don't know, man. I don't trust him, man.
He gonna stop Boots though.
We'll see. We'll fucking see. If we gonna find out on the 10th, that's the show. Hey, look, if Virgil can make the weight, if he can make 154, because we ain't seen him do that yet.
Virgil might as well go ahead and move up to middleweight.
Don't look like he's doing it right now.
We don't even know if he's gonna make the fight. So
don't look like he's doing it right now because I saw pictures of Virgil working out just this week alone, and he still looks like he ain't on weight yet.
Like a light heavyweight.
But I tell you what, if you get in there half stepping with this dude, you fuck around and get beat. I tell you that.
He might. I think Virgil's a good pressure fighter. I just don't think he's skilled enough to be in there with somebody like Ron Boots and Bud Crawford or even I don't know if he's skilled enough to be in there with those guys.
Well, Terrence Crawford, I mean, he got the sky's the limit with him at 54 right now. So as far as Virgil Ortiz, I don't trust him. I don't even know what weight class he fights at, so I don't really even talk about him. Jerron Boots Ennis, they want to clean up the welterweight division for business purposes.
And if any of these dudes want a shot at Crawford, they better do it quick because Crawford only gonna be around for a limited amount of time. Crawford ain't gonna be here long.
I think he's done when he's 40.
I think he's done after the next two fights.
If Bud can do undisputed real quick at 54, I think he'll be.
He's done.
Yep.
Yeah, he's done. He's out. He's out.
He better be done after his next fight because by the time he's gonna step in there sooner or later, he might step in there on August 3rd. He might step in there on August 3rd.
Exactly. That's a fact too that people ain't considering. Bud might get it all overnight. We don't know. You got to see.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that could possibly. Aren't they saying they can possibly be for 2 belts?
Yeah, it's gonna be for the WBO interim and the WBA title.
So when Fundora actually steps in the ring with Earl Spence, then Bud will have 2 belts, bro.
No, it's for the WBO interim. That means if Fundora beats Spence or Spence beats Fundora, their next mandatory will be Bud Crawford. That's what that means.
Yeah, they haven't stripped Fundora.
They ain't do it yet.
They're not going to strip him. Bud is not fighting for that title. Bud is fighting for the interim belt.
Right. They haven't stripped Pandora. They was talking about
They're not going to.
They saw the money in it. And they was like, nah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna take that money off the table. That's stupid.
Yeah, you know they right, D3. They did change up their tune real quick, didn't they? You saw that? I noticed that.
Yeah, they saw that money on the table. Pandora, a Mexican fighting against Earl Spence in Dallas, Texas. Nah, we're not taking that money off.
As soon as Fundora got the belts, they already started. When Earl jumped in the ring, they already started talking about stripping Fundora. They automatically start talking about it. If he was going around and around and
what
around.
Kind of chance do you guys? What kind of chance do you guys give Earl in this fight?
0.
I don't. I gotta see how Earl looked. The only video I saw was when he punched the pad, and he looked slow in that video. So I gotta see how Earl looks right now. I don't know how he is.
I think Fundora gonna hurt him.
Yeah, he gonna hurt him pretty bad.
He big out there, but I don't know.
He gonna really hurt him. That's gonna be like he did the one.
If that same dude that showed up on July 29th of last year shows up to fight Fundora, he gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
There's a possibility. There's a possibility that he get hurt. Like I said, I don't know how Earl looks. I don't know how he looks right now.
What if that dog come back? That one that whooped on
Then it's gonna be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, the only thing I got to go by right now is what I saw in the videos of him doing pad work, and he looked kind of slow. So if that's what Earl looks like right now, it's gonna be a long night for Earl. That's what he looks like right now. It's gonna be a long night for Earl because that Earl looked real slow.
Earl looked like he cooked, man. He cooked.
Well, I just wish Earl didn't sit out so long. That's his downfall. He stays out of the ring way too long, bro. You can't just stay out 2 years, a year, 9 months, a year, 2.5 years. That's brutal, So you gotta get in there and mix it up, bro.
And I think it's sad to say, I think Earl believes all that bullshit they be feeding him too. I think he believes that shit.
Man, Earl need to be in there. If I was Earl, I would have fought anybody right now. I got another question. Now that Prize just said what he said. His last fight was Bud Crawford.
Right.
Yes.
Bud Crawford's last fight was Earl Spence. So he's been out of the ring for a long time too.
Who? Terrence?
Yeah. So would that play a part in the fight on Crawford?
I say no.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I think it is. Look, I'm not saying that this gonna be an easy fight. I don't think it's gonna be easy at all. But what I'm saying is, when the fight gets, I don't think this guy has the experience to deal with a guy like Crawford, who can make adjustments in fight.
Right.
Crawford gonna take this dude late. Crawford ain't gonna stop this dude until around the 9th or 10th round, but he's gonna stop this guy. He gonna walk this guy into a shot that he don't see coming.
I'll say this: everybody keeps saying, "Yo, this is gonna be a tough fight for Bud." It's gonna be a tough fight for about 4 or 5 rounds, and when Terrence Crawford figuring them out, it's a wrap. Now, D3, real quick, say that. Repeat that question again. I want to answer. What was that question you said, Free?
No, I was saying,
split my mind.
I was saying, Bud Crawford has been out of the ring just as long.
Oh, right, right. But as far as Bud Crawford being out of the ring, will that affect him? Absolutely not. Floyd Mayweather has been out of the ring for a while before, and he came back better than ever. And I see Terrence Crawford doing the same exact thing. I see this is an easy fight for Terrence Crawford. Like Shelton said, he has no experience. He has no business in the ring, like OG Crush said, in the ring with Crawford from the first place. So I think it'll be a tough fight for him, for Terrence to get, familiar with the weight at 154, about the 4 or 5 rounds. But after that, from 6 to 12, I see Terrence dogging this nigga. I don't know about y'all niggas, but that's me.
That's the thing. You said Floyd Mayweather been out of the ring and he came back looking better than ever. But Floyd Mayweather didn't move up in weight when he came back. He stayed at the same weight he was already at.
Well, he kind of moved up in weight. The fight was supposed to be at when he met Marquez. The fight was supposed to be at 144, was it? And Floyd just disregarded all of that, and he came in what he wanted to come in, right? But nevertheless, his reflexes, everything, as far as what I mean, it was just
came
like
in at 47, 48, something like that.
Yeah, right. And it looked, and when his reflexes and everything was on point, and he
the
dropped
weight off. He
Marquez.
blew the weight.
That was the only thing, you know. He blew the weight off. Yeah, that was some sucker shit, but he did it, you know. But his reflexes and everything was just so A+. And I see Terrence Crawford doing the same thing. I'm not saying he's on Floyd's level, but he's goddamn not far.
But the thing is,
he might be tier 2.
Everybody is different. Terrence Crawford, Mayweather, not saying Terrence Crawford is a bad fighter. He's not Floyd Mayweather.
He's not free.
Because Floyd Mayweather was doesn't mean that Terrence Crawford.
But yeah, you're right, and that was just my opinion and how I see it.
That's
going.
a terrible example, Free, because who the fuck is Floyd Mayweather? Who is?
When I'm saying Floyd Mayweather, I'm saying because Floyd Mayweather is a different person. Everybody's different. Because you see one person do it doesn't mean that the next person do it. Everybody
and you're 100% right, D3. You're 100% right, dog. Like you. But that's just what I see. I feel like Terrence Crawford is good. I'm not saying he's greater than Mayweather, but he's great of his time. He's the greatest of his time, or he's one of the greatest goats of his time.
For this era, he's the best out there. For this era right now, he's the best.
Right now, he's number 1. Tank is number 1 with ticket sales and all that. Terrence Crawford is number 1 in fighting.
You can't, and see, that's where people get it twisted. You can't compare Tank with Bud because they're not in the same era.
Yeah, Tank. What? Is he 30 yet?
Bud is an era before Tank.
Yeah, he's above. He's the era before Tank.
Tank is in his own era.
Right.
Bud is in the era with Danny and Thurman and Porter and all those guys. That's Bud's era.
And Earl,
Kell Brook, all those guys. That's Bud's era.
Them niggas. Right, 100%.
Yeah.
So again,
Tank is in his own era with all these young
dudes. Might be the number 1 pay-per-view attraction, ticket seller, whatever y'all want to call him. But to me, Terrence Crawford is the number 1 fighter. He's complete. Not saying Tank is not complete, because I think Tank is complete too. But I just think Terrence Crawford is just a little different. You know
it's hard to find a hole in Terrence Crawford's game, is what you're saying. It's kind of hard to find a hole in his game right now.
Right. He only thing people gonna say is, oh, he don't have a chin prize. He got dropped by Mean Machine. Okay, everybody, like, the best niggas went down. Your favorite fighter been down. Okay, maybe not Floyd, but the rest of them niggas been down. All right.
You know how you answer that prize?
Dad put him down.
You know how you answer that prize? He got dropped by Mean Machine. Well, what happened to Mean Machine though?
Right. Mean Machine got smoked. Oh, David Avanesian was putting some leather on Terrence Crawford before. And what did he got hurt by gloves over his head. He bust gloves over his head.
He got hurt by Gamboa. What happened to Gamboa?
Got smoked. You know what I mean? And I used to be one of them people that be like, oh, that nigga Bud, man, I ain't trust that nigga Chin either, bro. I still kind of don't really. You know what I mean? Because Gamboa did rock him really bad. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo or one of these big niggas hit that nigga like that, but I think he's much, much better than that. Then he got clipped by Gamboa. That shit not gonna be happening like that now. He learned his lesson.
Let me ask you this. This may be before your time, but let me ask you this. Did Henry Cooper rock Ali?
Absolutely.
Put him on his pockets, right?
Absolutely.
What happened to Henry Cooper?
That's what I saw.
What happened to Henry Cooper?
He got smoked. It don't matter. Like, niggas been down before, bro. Like, it don't matter. Niggas been down before. What's my color guy got dropped a couple times. Chico got up and fucked Castillo up. Got up and people keep saying, oh, that was a terrible stoppage. No, it wasn't.
How many heavyweights Free? How many heavyweights punch harder than Ron Lyles?
Man, Ron Lyles and George Foreman was one of my favorite fights of all time.
Almost all of them.
Shit. No. Ron Lyles put George Foreman on his pockets, didn't he?
A couple times.
Yeah. I mean,
what happened to Ron Lyles? What happened to Round Lyle?
He ended up this time
He
being
got knocked
stronger.
the fuck out.
Yeah, but you know why? He ain't had no legs though. His legs was gone. He gave it everything he had. So when Foreman clipped him,
He
it was
got
it.
knocked out.
He did.
You know
But
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what? That was a good ass fight. If anybody, you know what I normally show casuals when I'm introducing somebody in boxing, that's one of the first fights I show them. Ryan Lyles versus George Foreman, so they can be like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean?
This is the problem. This is what the problem is.
Yeah, somebody got an echo, bro.
That's your mic. That's your mic.
That's not my mic.
Go ahead, Free. Go ahead, Free.
No, what I was saying is, yeah, you gotta put your what I was saying is the problem is with the people that was sitting there saying that Bud Crawford doesn't have a chin, he got dropped by Mean Machine. If they really paid attention to the fight, it wasn't a punch on the chin, it was a punch to the body. So when people say that, they just saying that because he went down. They don't know what they watching. So I don't listen to people when they say, "Oh, Bud doesn't have a chin. He got dropped by Mean Machine." That has nothing to do with his chin. He didn't get hit in the chin. He got
Well,
hit.
people crucify Bud because he got clipped by a small Gamboa, and he was hurt bad in that fight.
Well, Gamboa in his prime was a big puncher.
Right. I be trying to tell these niggas that. But they don't want to hear, oh, well, Terrence Crawford was way bigger. It don't matter. That nigga still can crack, dog. And he got not a free shot, but a good clean joint off. And Terrence Crawford reacted the way that we don't want to see.
Didn't they both weigh in at 135 for that fight?
That's what I was about to say. Terrence Crawford wasn't way bigger. They was the same.
But wasn't Gamboa moving up?
Gamboa had, he had, but they was the same size.
It wasn't Gamboa undefeated and on the pound for pound list when they fought?
Absolutely. Listen, I'm not arguing that win because I know people don't like to do it, but Prize Fighter, speaking for myself, I give him 100% credit for that win. 100% credit because Gamboa was a bad motherfucker at the time. You know what I'm saying? We don't see people, these new niggas only seen Gamboa get smoked. So when they say, oh, that ain't shit, Terrence beat that nigga when he was at his best, bro. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Gamboa been down before Terrence put hands on him. You know what I'm saying? So I know he buzzed him real good, but Terrence, I do give him this. That nigga can recover. It's out back. Bring it up here. Terrence Crawford recovery time is really, really good to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. I feel like if he get buzzed, he come right back, bro. He comes right back. He doesn't wait. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time to turn it up, he turn it up. Like that like when they do it when they do a Terrence Crawford documentary, bro, and they tell that nigga he was down against Sean Porter, that nigga was like, how? That nigga's face changed. When that bell rung, that nigga transformed into I don't know what. And that was one of the best things. That was like that made me realize this is why I love boxing, dog. You know what I'm saying? When they told that nigga Terrence Crawford he was down, that nigga, he turned up, bro. He turned it up to the max. And that's what I like about that nigga, man. I don't really like his personality. He kind of like weird sometimes, but in the ring, man, that nigga the truth. He said every champ is on a crash course with Tank at 35 sooner or later. Yeah. Yep. And they wore less in Philly. That's a fact. I seen the photos. You know what I'm saying? It was jumping out here, bro. So I don't want to hear nothing about boots can't sell. If boots can't sell and you selling 5,000, 7,000, come to Philly and fight them then. Because they going to show up. We going to show up. The city going to show up. And we going to buy pay-per-views. So all the bars, all the spots. Boots Ennis is popular in Philadelphia. And it showed. It showed how popular he was. Man, Crush was there, man. So like he'll tell you how it was, bro. He'll tell you what it was like. So I don't want to hear about boots can't sell. I don't want to hear about it. Don't talk to me because you don't know what you're talking about. BVO got us watching a cartoon about to come on in a little bit. Saturday morning or Saturday night cartoon. Y'all smash that like, man. We having the fights on, man. I'm sitting outside and I'm watching it through the glass door. I don't know these guys. It's some zone fighters, man. Who is the boy? I mean, Jake Paul, I mean, that's BVO, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the nigga that good, to be honest. You know, like the homie Free said, who has he beat? He beat up a bunch of wrestling niggas, bro. That nigga fight wrestlers, bro. Jake Paul got it. I mean, but see, y'all got to understand, he on the paper chase. He not. He's talk all that shit. Oh, I want to be world champion. I want to. This is not the way you become world champion by fighting the wrestling niggas, man. I'm sorry, bro. This ain't how you do it. Cause like Free said, when you get in there with some of them C plus niggas, man, they gonna box your head off, man. But then again, who the hell's at cruiserweight? Is anybody at cruiserweight? Who? I mean, who we gonna fight? That nigga Cook, man. That's BVO people though. You know, BVO. He like Jake Paul because he from the city. You know, and it is what it is. I'm gonna hit my mute real quick. I don't know where the other brothers is, man. They just left your boy hanging. Left your boy Dolly. BVO got us watching cartoons. Put the cartoons on. BVO, we watching cartoons on. Put it on that streaming channel. That the pay-per-view one. We ain't paying. We ain't paying for no not BVO, but no Jake Paul niggas.
Huh? They can tell you were watching cartoons.
BVO got us watching cartoons, like Crush the Legend said, with this Jake Paul nigga.
Oh,
He a cartoon character, man. But I ain't know the boy was a I ain't know boy was a bare knuckle champ though. I ain't know that. I ain't know who he was. I thought he was a wrestling nigga. I thought that nigga was a one of them MMA niggas, man. I ain't know he was a.
Yeah, he like a bare knuckle champion or something.
Yeah, I ain't know that. So he I guess he can fight. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Who's this smooth nigga putting hands on this? Did he win? You know, BVO, I watch the fights on mute, and then I'll go back and do the
Yeah, so you don't hear
commentary.
the commentary?
Yeah, I got it on mute because when we do this, bro, that surround sound be so loud, bro. I don't want to get, you know.
Yeah. Just put me to sleep.
Damn. Who's that guy?
I don't know who none of these people is on these cards.
Corey Marksman.
That's like a
Okay.
creative player.
Like on live back in the day. He's a creative player. These niggas, he making up niggas like on fight night. When niggas used to play fight night, you fight a creative player, that nigga name be anything. He'll have a black first name. It'll be like Ali Chavez. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was crazy. It was crazy. Fight night used to be that work though. Can't nobody beat me in that shit, bro. I can't wait till the boxing game come out in October, bro. I mean, dude, looking at his highlights. This looked like it was a rough and ugly fight. Well, shout out to what was his name, BVL? Corey Marksman.
Mm-hmm.
BVL's that nigga creative players. Well, I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he won. The zone just be having. I mean, they just bring people out of. I mean, I never heard it. Y'all heard it, Corey Marksman? Like, I never heard of the nigga. I don't know why I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. I got this shit on mute. I'm tweaking over here. I never Crush. You ever heard of him? Y'all still online? Y'all what we doing?
I'm
Y'all heard
still
of
here,
this
bro.
nigga? You heard of this nigga Corey Marksman?
Nope. Never heard of him. The mystery man himself came out of nowhere. I don't know anything about boy. Nada.
I never heard of Corey Marksman. I mean, I don't know where this I'm glad he got his opportunity, you know. If I ever see him again, I'd be like, oh, look, Corey Marksman. You know what I'm saying? If I ever see this nigga again. But, you know, the zone do be having, like BBO says, some creative players. They just be having all, like these niggas. Tony, what's his name? Oh, my God. Aguilar. What else they got left? H2O. I never even. Man, the Serrano fight. Okay. Nicole. Who won the Chavez fight?
Not Chavez.
He lost?
No, I think they picked him to do it that he lost it too. He lost that. He clearly lost that before.
He could. Now, what is this guy?
Yeah.
Who's? I've never seen this kid before.
Me.
Yeah, BVO hit that shit on the nail, bro. The niggas said they be having creative players. Cause I never seen this young brother before.
Yeah.
And I got it on mute, so I can't hear what they saying. But I'm just like about to unmute my shit. The zone crazy. Fansley. What the nasty girls on Fansley. Look at him.
Well.
This card, like, I don't know what this guy name is H2O. Like, what's happening? Like, that's it. This shit is wrestling, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm entertaining this shit right now. Only reason I got this on is because BVO is live. If BVO was not live, if BVO wasn't live, I wouldn't be watching this stuff, bro. I'd rather watch Summer League. Look, MMA got fights on. I'm just not a big MMA fan. It's nothing against the guys and the athletes. I think they're great athletes, and but that's just not my that's just not my thing. All that wrestling and some positions, I don't want to be locked up with another guy. We just sitting there trying to figure out how we go. I'm gonna get my legs from wrapped around your back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to figure that out, bro. This is not my thing. Niggas be damn. He just man. Who is this guy? It's Poirier versus this nigga just flew and kicked the shit out of him with a knee, bro. Like you didn't see that coming. Man, I'm just not. MMA is just not it for me, man.
Most valuable prospects. Now, who's this kid? Javon Walton? The white guy name is Javon? That's what's happening.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
BVO, that bid that BVO, that BVO, pardon me, that bid that BVO just is saying this niggas is creative players is this shit aging well, yeah. That white boy, or whatever he is, that guy, his name is Javon. That's funny. Well, he's short. They gotta zoom in on that little nigga. What is this camera work? That shit is trash. Man, it's zone crazy, man. I ain't gonna front though. Some of them MMA knockouts be brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't like when like the guy, like if somebody land a good shot or like in their turn a strike or one of them kicks or knees or something, and the guy is out and his head bounce on the mat, and then they be able to pounce on him and get them 2-3 little more shots when they already gone. And I get it. I'm not mad at the fighters for doing it. I'm just saying I ain't with that, bro. So when I used to go to the Blue Horizon, and if anybody from Philly, um, ever from Philly or been to Philly and went to the Blue Horizon, you know there was no bad seat in the house. And I didn't see niggas' heads bounce off that mat, and that's what knocked them out. Not the punch, so much the punch. And when them boys' head be bouncing off the mat, and then the boy jump in with the, hit them with the bottom of their fist, just bang, like a bolo joint. What them joints called, Crush? When you just ball your fist up and just slam your hand down, them kind of punches. I'll be like, damn, the boy was already knocked out. They just going, man. I don't know. Something about the MMA that just it's cool, I guess.
I heard a freestyle from G Dep. He sound like he can still rap.
G Dep, he out of jail?
He just came home.
Oh snap! Shout out G Dep.
Yeah, I heard him rapping. I was like, wow, I forgot how good G Dep was.
I mean, he was cool back in the day.
Yeah. You never know really how good people is sometimes when Puff had them because he like would just absorb their music from them. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you heard how the Locks' first album was compared to their second, so
I like their first album. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't say that I didn't. Yeah, I liked it
I
too,
like
but
I like the Locks better with Puff than I did with Rough Riders.
not me. Jada was on. They was letting Jada and Styles be in they bag, bro.
I don't know, man.
I like Luch too, though. Luch, my nigga, but when they got with Rough Rider, bro, man, that joint came on crazy. RUFFRYDE revolver, semi-automatic in the PG. Jada, they was Styles was especially being able to be Styles. That brought the best of him out. Puff got like that thing where you can be gangster, but we ain't gonna be too gangster. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put on these clothes, these costumes. You feel me? You ain't see Jada and them niggas. And we heard they song "No More Shiny Suits." Everybody boots and jeans. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't them. But Puff made them niggas. Puffy crazy, man.
You know something I didn't know? I was looking this up just now. But Tech Nine, they made the Forbes list 4 times. They made $30 million a year 8 times, and never had a platinum record or won any awards.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Shout out Tech Nine. I heard Tech Nine be writing a lot of niggas raps too, bro.
I'm from my dad because I think he was a big. I don't know. I think Tupac was a big fan of his. They gave J. Cole his own bike. Look at that.
Man, they better do something because Cole ran from that fade.
Man, he ain't run, man.
I'm the city. I'm from down here, bro. I'm down here right now. The city is a little looking at Cole like, nigga, he ducked the fade, bro.
You
Them
think
niggas
so?
down here, these niggas running around here screaming they not like us. Shit like a Juneteenth anthem, nigga. Hey, Kendrick timed that shit right. Kendrick planned this shit out. Drake wasn't ready for the fight. He wasn't ready. Kendrick threw that little jab out there to bait Drake in on that what was that record called with Future and Metro? That
Yeah.
that shit come on crazy. Dun, 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 dun. That shit come on crazy. When Kendrick baited Drake in, Kendrick had this nuclear bomb ready to sink Drake. He been planning this shit for years. And Drake wasn't ready for the fight. Drake just tried to take his number one status, even though, I mean, that Family Matters was crazy. The way Drake, because Kendrick was like, we don't want to hear you sing no more. Drake, come on, nigga, I set it up. That shit crazy to me. I don't care what nobody's saying. That's a tough record. It's a good response. But see, what happened was he came with that Not Like Us. That was tough. Right away he came out with that. That was tough to beat. Because Euphoria is tough, bro. That's a tough record, man. He was saying some stuff on there. I thought Drake's response was very good to that. But then when he came out with that Not Like Us, I think that kind of like Drake didn't have the energy for that,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
BVO, you went out. BVO got to fix his mic. He'll fix his mic real quick. I think that nigga Kendrick been planning this and Drake wasn't ready. And ultimately that cost him the battle, bro. I say he 2-1 Drake. Like battle rap. If y'all ever watch battle rap, they got 3 rounds, right? I say Kendrick 2-1 Drake. Because I don't really count some of them other songs. Just Euphoria, Family Matters, and then that Not Like Us. That was the one that Drake lost the 3rd round. I don't think the nigga was well prepared, man. Because that Metro and all that shit went down. The niggas just like started just like turning on the nigga. I guess I don't know how he is in real life, but Ross, Niggas wasn't messing with Drake, man. So and I don't know what's going on with Wayne and Drake. I think I seen something with Wayne. Drake and Wayne was at a white party or something, and that nigga they didn't speak. And now Wayne was in a concert playing Not Like Us, but he was he changed the word around. First he played a song with him and Drake, then he went into Not Like Us. I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why Wayne, or not Wayne, but I don't know why Drake would fall out with Wayne. That's the last nigga you want to fall out. You see Curtis ain't fall out with him.
Yeah, but Wayne was being a girl with that whole beef, man.
I don't know why. I mean, because I think Wayne come out of retirement and cook Kendrick. Wayne be saying some shit, bro. But I don't know what it is with him and Drake. Is he ashamed that Drake lost the battle? I mean, it's okay to lose a battle. That doesn't mean your career is over. It's like losing a fight. You lost the fight, your career ain't over. You can get your belt back. But does he want to? It'll look crazy if he come out and try to make a record now. He should have responded to that, Not Like Us. But like I said, he ain't had an energy, bro. And that ultimately cost him the battle.
I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily over yet either. So
I mean, Not Like Us is still hot. If Drake come, I mean, he's Drake. He's still Drake. So if he come out with a crazy joint saying, responding to that, people gonna say, some people gonna say it's hot, some people gonna say it's not. So, but I do think that Family Manners is tough. That nigga was like, Mad City van, pop the latch and let the door slide. Yeah, Drake was rapping on that shit. I know people be like, oh, he don't write his raps and all that. Well, I don't know about, maybe, we know he don't write all his rap. I think he writes some of it. Or he take a reference track and try to flip it, take some of it, and then try to flip it his way. But I don't know.
Not to write his own album, his own record, man. But that's just propaganda.
I mean, it's known facts that that record with what's that record? It was pretty tough too. That if you're reading this is too late or whatever, that album was.
People get help all the time, man.
What?
People get help all the time, man.
Man, niggas don't like niggas that don't do that. You gotta be a nigga that like Dr. Dre. Like, we know he the nigga don't write his raps. I ain't saying he ain't never write no songs. You know what I'm saying? But we know. Y'all seen the NWA movie. You seen Cube writing that shit. I just don't think Drake. Sometimes I think his schedule is what it is, and he don't even really have time to write the damn song. So sometimes you gotta tell a nigga, man, let me hear something. Shit, you gotta put something out. Damn. Oh, I like the way that flow. He be stealing shit, I ain't gonna act like he don't, but I don't think he got enough credit for putting up the fight against Kendrick. Kendrick is a great lyricist, bro. I don't think Drake gets enough credit for putting up a fight. I ain't taking up for the nigga. I'm just saying. If y'all want to say he got smoked, fine. I'm okay with that. I thought Kendrick won the battle. That euphoria is tough, but don't get it twisted. That response to that euphoria that shit was cold, bro. Drake was saying some shit. He was going at everybody. And that's what people were saying. Oh, that nigga need to just focus just on Kendrick. He was still talking about Metro and Ross in there. You know what I mean? Niggas wanted him to stay focused against Kendrick.
Man, they did a whole album. They did a whole 2 albums dissing, man.
That shit was crazy. But I mean, like I said, I still think like, see, this what people want quick to hate. They niggas be hating. Like, I think Drake. I mean, I think that he put up a good fight. It's okay if he didn't win the motherfucker. As long as you rumble, I'm cool with that. You rumble, you gave it your best. You came up a little small, but that don't mean you less of a man or your career's over or you done, you cooked. That's just the internet and these new niggas. If Drake was smart, he's old enough to he probably does realize that. There's nothing wrong with his career. His career's fine. He's still fucking number one, and he put out a record. He's still gonna be number one, but it doesn't matter. The girls don't care about that shit, and then some of these new niggas don't care if he got cooked. They're still gonna like Drake, bro. My daughter is still gonna play Drake, and I'm gonna play it for her because she likes Drake. I like Drake,
ball, man.
Just keep it in the beam. Like, you think my daughter care if Drake lost to Kendrick? She don't know nothing about that shit. She 11. She don't know nothing about no damn Kendrick cooking Drake. And I tried to put her on. I was like, he smoked Drake. She wasn't trying to hear it. Still not better than Drake, Dad. That's what she's gonna tell me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's a million people like her. So, but I'm just I shout out to Drake for trying to rumble. At least you ain't no hoe. We can't say you a hoe. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people gonna say what they want, but that was some good music them brothers put out. I was happy just for the music. We got good music, bro. The rap game won, you know, more so than Kendrick. I like what Kendrick did. He planned that shit, that concert, all that Juneteenth shit. Not like us, all that shit was in a clip, ready to go. He did what Pusha did. He took the Pusha blueprint. He baited Drake. Pusha been wanting to do that, and Pusha told that nigga, exposed that nigga about you hiding your son from the world. Next thing you know, Drake got a kid. Yeah, I do got a kid. Damn. You know what I mean? He's like, damn. And everything. Everybody found out the porn star baby mom. Everybody found out everything, you know. So Pusha won that. It is what it is. But I mean, this battle right here, Drake put up a good ass fight, bro. Because that Family Matters is cold. I don't care what none of y'all say. Oh, it wasn't better than Euphoria. I don't know. It's both of them are good records, but I do know that Drake, the nigga swung back. The nigga, you know what I'm saying? He ain't go out like Cole and apologizing and all that shit.
Well, Cole's from North Carolina, man. He did what North Carolina dudes do. He got out the fire. I mean, ain't y'all North Carolina, what they be doing? Swinging T-shirts and stuff? Ain't that what y'all be doing out there? North Carolina.
That was funny, yeah, because I had you on pause because my TV was too loud in my room. That was funny as hell what you said. You from North Carolina.
Y'all be
Cole not that kind of nigga. Listen, he not from out here in North, and he not from Durham. He not from the Bull City. He from Fayetteville. And Fayetteville get busy though. Shout out Fayetteville. But I'm Bull City. For sure. I don't know. I know you like Drake though. You know, light skinned niggas, y'all niggas stick together. But yo, I listen, I'm with you though. Cause I think that Euphoria was a tough record. But I think that Family Matters was cold too. But it's just that he had that whole scheme. See, it goes deeper than that, like the scheme, like how Kendrick was scheming on him, how he set the whole shit up, bro. Drake couldn't deal with that. It was too much for Drake. Drake didn't have time to prepare for the battle, bro.
Yeah, maybe not.
Ain't no maybe not. He didn't. He not sitting around thinking Kendrick is plotting on him. Drake is talking to girls, you know, making his little songs. He's focusing on Drake. He's not thinking he's got to get ready for a battle. Kendrick been ready. Kendrick been waiting for this shit. He probably was thinking about this shit last year. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna drop the concert around this time. It's not like us going to slap, and everything worked out.
Yeah.
His blueprint was his game plan was strategized very well and put together very well. That concert was like Drake's funeral, bro. To some niggas, that nigga Drake got smoked. He came out the way the crowd knew that song. He came out swinging with Euphoria in that song, bro. He came out swinging with that. Then he went into his old shit. Then he crushed it at the end with the Not Like Us. With all the NBA niggas. You got Westbrook with his weird clothes gyrating around. He was happy as shit.
Yeah.
Man, you got everybody screaming Not Like Us, bro. Know what I mean?
That was a tough tune, man.
Yeah, it was. That shit is a club banger. You're going to hear that shit for the next 20-something years. It's one of them records. And it's a diss record. That's the crazy. It was like got this. It got this. This is in it. I don't want to call it a complete diss record. But that's tough, man. Like I said, I feel as though, and my man be trying to grind me up. Like, oh, your man Drake, da 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 da. I'm like, nah, this nigga didn't have time to prepare for that tidal wave. That was a tsunami that hit that nigga. He ain't know what to do. He thought he had it with that Family Matters. He thought that he had it after that response from Euphoria because it was so tough. He just was like, I'm on vacation. I hope you niggas is done. I'm not doing this no more. And Kendrick came back within hours with that Not Like Us shit. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Drake probably saw that and was like, bro, I ain't doing this shit no more, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not gonna kill. It's like people not giving Drake credit when that nigga was like, why did you move to New York? You know what I'm saying? You live in that bachelor life. Why you put your hands on your queen? It's because she bigger than you. What he's saying? That shit was cold to me. You know, because it is allegation. Then he was talking about the bull. Then he was talking about the kid look like Dave Free. And when they put them side by side, that baby did look like Dave Free. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe it's just an illusion. I don't know. But that shit was cold to me, bro.
Yeah.
No, he was punching in that record, man. Remember that's a long record. That joint about 4-5 minutes long, ain't it? Family Matters.
Yeah.
That shit was cold, bro. I thought it was a great response, but I think
They
Kendrick.
banned for 2 years. Damn.
Huh?
I was saying they banned Robert Hellenius from boxing for 2 years.
When he tested, didn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't he a repeated offender?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he should have got more than that. They trying to kill somebody. They better get serious with these steroids. I don't want steroids, but performance enhancing drugs. They better get serious with this shit because it's already, people die in boxing without it. So they better get serious with this shit. They better get a grip on this right now. If somebody get killed and then somebody test up with Osterin or clenbuterol and then it's curtains. Because if I'm the family, I want murder charges brought up against you.
You mean unalive charges, huh?
I want them charges against you. Charges filed. And a judge, you might get the right kind of judge who might be like a former athlete or like an honest, wrestler or a swimmer back in the day. And he probably be like, yeah, he might not, or they might not be jacking that. And they might bury somebody. They need to stop that. People got kids. You gladiators. Nobody trying to die tonight. Y'all both trying to get paid and entertain the crowd. But the number one thing is to go home to your families.
Yeah.
I tell guys every day in construction, why is you doing that? Don't you want to go home? I be telling them young boys, they so incompetent, bro. I be telling them, I be like, now stop. Now tell me what can happen if you keep doing that. And I'll make them back up and look. And they be like, oh, I can get electrocuted. I can get electrocuted too, stupid. We all can. You know what I'm saying? It's just incompetent. It's just somebody's
young boys in the union, and they don't know. They just there. But hey, I don't be too tough on them because I was green like that too.
I can see what you're saying.
But it's like, I'm not finna let you, if I see you doing some nut ass shit, I'm not finna let you electrocute BVO. I might not talk to you but 2 times a day. If I see you about to get fried, no. I don't want to see that. I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, this fight is the fight. You watching the fight?
It's on. I don't know if I'm really watching it. It's on.
You a goofball. It's on.
It's on. That's all I can tell you. Like, you got us watching wrestling tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll try to support Jake Paul, but his cards, this will be the last one I could support. It's too boring, man.
it's boring. I mean, Serrano, she fight. I mean, I guess I want to see that.
I don't want to see her fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. We got still alive. He was just chilling regular. I would not be watching this fight. I'll be on some other stuff. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Let's just bro. It ain't even worth really watching, to be honest with you, man.
And bro, it's up to you, bro. If you want to pull the plug, I'm not even mad.
Hey, it's your boy BBO. It's your boy Prize Fighter.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to Be Free and Crush, but we out here, man. It's a boring fight, man. On a matter of fact, we got people rocking with us. I'll stay on. We'll stay on till we get to the 3-hour mark. Cause
shout out to Eric. He's like, yo, they fight. BVO about to pull the plug. If it wasn't for you, nigga.
This is just boring. I mean, I never thought it would be this boring.
Why not? We never heard of none of these people. I mean, sometimes you can get a firefight, but I mean, the zone, I just, unless it's a big fight, I'm not really interested in the zone. I'm just not, man. I mean, they just like I said, I think your mic was messed up or you was muted or offline real quick. But your bid aged well when you said the zone just be having a bunch of creative players. Because right after you said that, like 5 minutes later, this little short white guy named Javon, his name was Javon, came up for an interview. I didn't hear what he said because I got it on mute. Boy, I was in tears, bro.
Yeah.
Like, these niggas is really creative players. Let me go. I was out back on my day. Let me go see what these niggas is doing. This shit big. The black boy still fighting.
I don't make it to
This shit washed. What round they in? 5 out of 10? Damn. He said, it's your boy PPA. Oh, people still rocking with us.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man.
It's tough. It feel like a job now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is whack. Now I'm pulling the plug on this. It's your boy BBO. It's your boy Prize.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Boring fight, man. We out of here.
Well, just fire back up when Jake come on if you want to. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. I'm up.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah. We really boxing.